welcome everybody. I really hope my mic is on and we can get this going. CPL Premier League hosting the qualifiers for the CWC next season. We're going to see season 8 in just under a month, and it does look like we got quite a few teams fighting for those slots. On one side, we're going to see Buy Me Trader, which we didn't actually get to see during the season that much, and of course we do get to experience their skill tonight. On the other side, we do have Goal by a Library, and we've seen them play just a few days ago. You've seen them play, and it does look like they are out over there prepared. Will we see over here another one of those amazing wins from Goal by Library, or will we see Buy Me Trader rising up to the challenge? On one side, we do have Elaphantguy with Legenden, Hannibal, and DGS showing up tonight for Goal by Library. On the other side, we do have Platypus, Daethern, Alco, and Porch for Buy Me Trader. Hello there, good evening, sir. What's up? Thank you so much for the follow, sir. Emily, good evening, sir. We will see some commercial for those traders and buys. Well, it does look like it's kind of a fight for what's the best investment over here. Will you buy libraries directly, spend that 180 gold, or will you buy traders at the beginning of the game? Hello there, Tuzi. Good evening, sir, and welcome. Hi, Nick Dave. Good morning, and I do hope you're gonna have a wonderful day. Sunday. Big Z, good evening, sir, and welcome to Left Hands. Good evening, also welcome, CWC. Let's go. We do have also, let me actually scroll up over here a little bit more. Let's see, Dido's. Hello there, sir, and welcome. Star Spanky, bună seara, domnule, și bine ai venit. Seb, hello, sir, and welcome. We do also have Spoon. Good evening, sir, and welcome. Circa Session also showed up on the stream, even though it is 3 a.m. at his side. Oh my god, I do hope you're actually gonna get some sleep, and at the same time I do hope you're gonna enjoy your time with us tonight. You did pick up that first promotion, so big shout out to Circa Session. Also, let's see, Pollux, good evening, sir. Hello, sir. Yeah, greetings from Japan. Oh, hello. We do have the choice of the map being right in front of us right now. In the top right part of the screen, we're going to have continents and islands, inland sea, Pangea, Primordial, 7 Seas, Terra map, and highlands for them to choose from. And it does look like they're going to have quite a bit of time over here to actually get those choices through. 30 seconds for each of the choices. The teams usually actually go through these quite fast, even though we've seen lately they kind of tend to play a little game of chicken, trying to force their opponent into playing a map they're not that comfortable on. Of course, the players will try to play on a map that they will want to get those civilizations they are most fond of, and we're gonna need to see how this is gonna end up. I do hope we're gonna have again some more naval action on the game here, even though I don't mind the action on the land. We're gonna need to see if they're gonna pick something like Highlands for a little bit more stimming, or it is gonna be something a little bit faster like Terra map, or I should say Pangea, Classic Ridges. 7 Seas, Pangea, looks like Highlands got taken away, so that's the option just thrown out over there from the game. We're gonna have the 2 Pangeas, and it looks like it is gonna be a choice between 7 Seas and Pangea Classic Ridges. One mention on Pangea Classic Ridges, you do have the ridges spawning, well, a bit more randomly than on the standard ridges, where they do spawn alongside those continent splits. That's the difference basically between the 2 ridges. Now it does look like we've seen quite a few games in the last week with 7 Seas, and we might see it again tonight. Yes, it is 7 Seas. Why did I even bother to change the map title over here? Oh my god. Okay, it is what it is, man. 7 Seas. We're gonna see them fight on the 7 Seas, and I guess I am actually quite curious if they're gonna try again for something a bit out of the meta, going for more land civilizations over those coastal ones. Even though the gold generation, you've seen them, it's kind of big, especially at the beginning of the game, between those 2 kinds of civilizations, the naval ones versus the normal ones. Yes, it does take time to build those commercials. You do need to go top 3 for those harbors, and you do need to go back for land units and so on and so forth. Sometimes the players do feel like they might have a chance to poke at their opponents from an earlier stage in the game with just those aggressive civilizations whenever they're going to spawn next to a naval one. Now it does seem like we're going into the ban phase. They're going to have 6 bands to go through the first phase, then 4 picks. They're gonna pick 4 civs, and that will set the tone for the game. Another 4 bands and another 4 picks. And looking at the band phase here, it looks like Portugal is gonna be the first one to be taken out from the rosters of the players. Of course, Portugal's economy is legendary. You get so much gold every time with it. It's unbelievable. You do need a little requirement. Somebody actually needs to be able to trade with you coastally or a city state. You gotta get that. Otherwise, it's kind of a, well, internal traders enjoyer over there. Not sure if it's the best choice you want to do. I do have to say, the last time we've seen them play, I do have to mention one of the players on, especially on Gold by Library, couldn't manage to get that normal age because of an underscore. The settler lost a lot of tempo at the beginning. That it was just a mess, a chaotic mess afterwards. Now I do believe they actually thought it out. They're probably going to be a lot more prepared during this game, and it does have a lot hanging on this game. We do have a lot hanging on this game since it is qualifier game for the CWC, and it does seem like they also did go for 2 more bans. Basil the second taken out as the second option, and we do have Spain also appearing in the ban phase, which does make sense, especially on this map. Some early aggression coming up from those fleets and armadas is powerful. Not to mention the production capability of Spain over there with those internal trade routes is legendary. We do have Norway coming up here is the 4th one, and I gotta say, man, we know Norway. We definitely know Norway over here with those long ships. I would have been surprised if they would have tried something with it. Krupek, hello there, sir, and welcome. I'm actually also curious if anybody is gonna pick the other Norway, but I guess not a lot of players actually want to play Norway without those long ships. There are band civs standard, Vuvlo? Yes, sir, there are band civs standard. I did notice something over here. Actually, Linda pointed it out to me yesterday. We do have Babylon, Maori, Mansa Musa, and the Persia's auto band for the qualifiers. The other ones will be just the normal Premier League rules and so on and so forth. So, there are quite a few bans for them to take into account over here. Auto bans in the civilization screen. Mbande showing up as the 5th choice as a ban. Okay, makes sense. But still, there are so many very, very good civilizations left open for the coast and also on the land. I gotta mention Gaul over here. Gaul, every time it actually ends up on one of these simi maps, on 7 Seas, on Highlands, it does tend to do very well. We've seen also yesterday somebody try to, I think it was JJJ, if I remember correctly, tried to use Korea, Sejong on this map, and okay, it might work, but unfortunately he didn't quite get the perfect land that he was looking for, and we do need to see if it is going to be a choice for the players tonight. It looks like Japan was the last ban. That's the 6th ban of the first phase, and the Elaphantguy is going to immediately go for Victoria Age of Steam. I mean, honestly, if it's open, you gotta pick it. And there is a lot of rumors going around over here that actually being second choice, as in second slot, might actually be more important than being first choice. And we're going to need to see how Porch and Alco will try to use that advantage, or if there is an advantage, if they can find it. We're going to need to see them pick the next civilizations over here for buy me traders. And I guess this is a good question. Oh, I see. The 2 Victorias are gonna smash against each other. Are they gonna be close to each other also? We got Age of Empire showing up over here, and Porch is gonna pick it, while Alco is gonna have the next choice. Dido is open if they want to go for it. Yeah, let's do it. Even though I do believe in this matchup, a goal would be a bit better when it comes to its power spikes and available possibilities. 2 Spider-Mans pointing at each other. Yeah, you did it. You did it. Also, Wordface, good evening, sir, and welcome. Phoenicia incoming. Yeah, well, we'll see. We'll see if Phoenicia over here is gonna get picked or not. It does look like they're thinking a lot of the choices here, and Alco is 14 seconds away from needing to pick a choice, or it is going to be made for him. As you can see over here, the clock is running down. We do have the countdown going on, and let's see it. Dido is going to show up over here. Okay, so we do have the Phoenician leader. There we go. Actually, Warface did call it out correctly. We do have those biomes available to move around the map. They will have actually 2 civilizations with half-coast harbors. On one side we do have Royal Navy dockyards, on the other one we got the Cothons, and this will allow them to build them, of course, much faster, get the lighthouses faster, get those trade routes much sooner. Well, we're gonna need to see also how Legenden is gonna try to get his choice. He has the second choice from a gold by library, and as you can see, he's also taking quite a bit of time to think about his plan here. Gotta love those. Exactly, you gotta love those, man. They're amazing. And it is gonna be a coastal one. It looks like they're taking no chances on this map. They're gonna go for 4 naval civilizations this time. We do have Indonesia picked up in the 4th choice, and Legenden is gonna get to well, either play it or give it to one of his allies over here. Maybe we don't know. That's one thing that we're gonna find out when the draft phase is gonna finish, and we're gonna see them swap around the slots according to what kind of priority they want to actually get during the game. I'm pretty sure there's gonna be quite a race for those admirals, and you gotta be careful exactly who's gonna get the admirals. There's no more Legenden that, or I should say the +3 Legenden that could be extremely looked for, but still those Renaissance giving bonuses admirals are gonna be craved for. We do have now the 4 band phases, the next band phase with 4 bands needing to be chosen, and it does look like over here we do have Gran Colombia. Okay, I mean it's not, don't get me wrong, it's not bad, but I am a bit surprised, shocked, I would say, that we do have Gran Colombia being picked up over here. I do understand, of course, for movement scouts are actually quite a pain. You don't want to handle that negativity around your empire, and of course settler snatches might be just around the corner. There still is Cree open, we do have the Koreas, we got Russia open, we do have Canada open, even though I haven't seen it actually shine for quite some time now. We do have aggressive civilizations like Lotaro that just got banned over here, Mongolia, Macedon, all of those that could be used against their opponents at some timings in the game, even though it does. Also Maya, I gotta say Maya, you gotta remember sometimes, and on the 7 seas you do get a lot of land to settle. Actually, most of the time you do get a lot of land to settle, and Maya gets actually pretty good spawns. I'm actually curious if somebody's gonna try to go for Congo. Yesterday we've seen Congo play, and it did manage to trade punches with King Shi Unified quite well, and this is another one of the question marks I have, because it does seem like during the plays over here in the changing of the meta, King Unified is starting to get a lot more preferred in the players' choices. So China, Kublai China went down, and then we do have King going up. We do need to see also the next band here. It looks like Teddy Roosevelt, the Rough Rider, is not going to get to play. Okay, sure. I mean, extra +5 units are always bad for your health. So yeah, it's not going to actually get this going. Whoa, Project Cisco coming up from the shadows over there. Good evening, sir, and welcome. Aztec, go, let's go. Yeah, we might actually see Aztec. I'm actually curious, you want Aztec to be picked or you want Aztec to be banned? Because, you know, like, there's one more band to go. They have the biggest choice of their lives over here to take out Gaul. Will they take out Gaul? No, it is gonna be left open. It looks like Cree is gonna be the one in the 10th choice, and yeah, I mean, that makes sense also with those internal trade routes. You have to be careful, and just like Dido is saying, Aztec is available for the players here. The Aztec late game jet bombers are legendary, man. You might get like those +12 attack over there. You don't need to worry about anything. It is unbelievable. Now, Hungary is still here also. King Shi Unified also. Arafifi, bonsoir monsieur, and bienvenue. Yesterday on the 7 seas we got only 1 naval civilization to guide, and today we do have 4. Yes, we do. And it does seem like Daethern is gonna go for Jayavarman the 7th, and then Hannibal, it might go for something out of the box over here. Okay, Christina, how many is this a race for Diplo victory? Do they actually want to go for this Diplo victory early on with Sweden's ability to acquire more Diplo favor from recruiting great persons? Well, that might be an option left for for them. We've seen also Gorgo being quite a preferred choice over here in the CPL Premier League teams. So maybe this is going to be one of the last choices. I don't know. There are so many good civilizations. Like, it's hard to actually predict what the players will go for. And it does look like Matthias Corvinus is actually going to be the one chosen. A much more, I would say, stable choice for the players, especially Matthias Corvinus's ability to recruit those units from city-states and just applying that power, projecting power all across the map is amazing. And we do need to see how Matthias is actually gonna get to spawn, what kind of city-states he's gonna have, and so on. DGS is actually gonna go for Peter. This time he wants to be somewhere in the Tantra left open over here. Don't mind me, you know, I'm just doing my business, just trying to get that culture victory pushed through. Don't mind me, just, you know, mind your words over there. We will need to see if Peter here is gonna actually have a good amount of tundra, or what kind of land quality he's gonna get. Some mountains, some geothermal fissures, and of course what will he, how he will play it. Now Platypus is gonna go for Montezuma, so yeah, that is one of the three choices that we had in the last one after Tito's called it out, and yes indeed, it looks like it is. What is best? Christina counter, Pedro to take the great persons, Pericles for the Acropolis, Wilfred for the bonuses late, Tamar. I would say Tamar. Or you can deny Christina's, actually any civilization could do that. You just deny her, for example, Oracle, stuff that would give her advantages when it comes to recruiting city-states. No, recruiting cities, getting that diplomatic favor, that's what I mean. Canada also can do very well, but it's kind of late. Yeah, it's kind of late, like you're saying over there. And remain steady, or I should say also on Christina, it's any very good war civilization at the beginning of the game. If it spawns next to it, it's kind of dead. It's kind of dead. Like something like Macedon, Mongolia, and stuff like that. It's yeah. But it is tricky because you don't have all of the chances to actually spawn next to your opponent over there. So yeah, you gotta be careful. Well, we'll see how the players are gonna go for this. We do have Hannibal actually on Victoria Age of Steam. Platypus did move up on Victoria Age of Empire. Alco on Javarman the 7th. Looks like Legenden is gonna be the one with Indonesia. Porch is gonna play Dido. We got Elaphantguy on Peter, and DGS on Matthias Corvinus, and Daethern is gonna be with Montezuma. Ooh. I think the show actually finished, the party finished, so actually we're not gonna be bothered by booms, 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 booms all over the place over there. It is what it is. Oh no, it was just a pause. I'm sorry. My chair is like you know, it is what it is, man. Carolean can be dangerous anyway. You add the Temple of Zeus, the fact that you don't need the stats, and let's go. Can you show settings before the game starts? Yes. So we do have BCY capitals only on set on maximum. Training wheels, training wheels. 7 seasons of map, map size standard. We do have resources standard, strategic resources on spawn guaranteed, world age new, regions on classical, and
wait for some Vicky on Vicky action.
Ooh, me too. Helicopter Kicker, hello there, sir, and welcome. Thank you so much for the sub, man. Thank you, thank you. Now we do have, okay, also the 4 mods, and I guess that's about it, right? Yeah, that's about it. We don't have that many other settings. Of course, we're playing on online speed. Like, there's like no game that's not playing on online speed. Circa Session, did you get your answers? Oh, I do need to click on buttons over here because I know it's gonna be bad. Okay. Where's my... I might actually need to put both headphones on because it's criminal what's going on outside over there. Anyway, we got the first map going in. You guys have the choice of collective predicting how many remaps we're gonna have. They both teams actually will have 1 remap token, and we're gonna need to see at turn 8 if they are comfortable with the map, if they want to change it, how they look on the land, how their position is, and so on and so forth. of course, it is still open. Yeah, it is still open for you to... no, it's actually submission closed. It looks like it took us a little bit of time to get through. Okay, so we're coming up on the map here. Looking at the left side corner of the map, we do have England. Who is Platypus? Platypus is actually Victoria Age of Empire, and he is going to have his... 3-1 underneath the capital, or he can move for 2-2. It does look like actually moving might give him a much better spawn on the west side, even though, well, I guess he can work around it anyway. And we do have him with a reef fish in the capital for extra food, a decent amount of mountains for some extra adjacency towards those campuses. And I gotta point out this tiny island over here is not gonna get any kind of district because truffles are just well, you can't take care of the pigs, man. If you take care of the pigs, it's bad over there. Looking at the south, he doesn't actually have anybody close on that coast, but I do see Legenden is gonna have... Well, I mean, I guess, you know, this is the risk you take on the 7 seas. Now, he does have an island that will actually allow him to settle 1, 2, 3 cities over here, 4 cities in the south, and I'm pretty sure he's actually gonna be the one picking God of the Sea over here. Yeah, it's yeah, very close, man. Linda, good evening, ma'am, and welcome. Cannot meet. Hello, sir. Looking at the scouts coming out. Okay, well, at least I gotta point out. Well, I guess they're gonna fight each other. Oh, they're gonna fight each other. Yeah, they're gonna fight each other. Okay, never mind. They're actually from opposing teams. Over here, Indonesia will have to fight Platypus. Let's see in the southeast, do we have anything? Oh, it looks like Khmer is not going to be on coast, and yeah, that makes sense. 3-1 base underneath his capital city, and I do see he does have another choice to place a city over the east side, and on the west side he's going to have 2 rivers that he could benefit from. Most of the time Khmer does want to go for that river goddess for the extra adjacency, and of course for the amenity. I do believe it gives you that amenity, right? If I remember correctly. Let me actually take a quick peek over here. Housing, not amenity, housing. +1 amenity also. So +1 amenity, +1 housing, +1 faith adjacency. I was remembering something. We do have him also with the northern coast available for him, and it does look like Victoria being on his west side. They're gonna actually need to do something to set up some coastal trade routes. Maybe a bit later in the game, England can actually settle a city over here on the eastern side, on the wheat tile, on the rice tile, so he can get some coastal trade routes with Khmer to get that gold generated. And the eastern side, we do have actually Hannibal. In the inner sea, Age of Steam over here does have quite a few rivers to go for, but not that many one-tile lakes to develop his empire. In the south, I guess it is going to be a much easier job. We do have Chocolate Hills, amazing settle coming up here, and I do see he is going to get quite a few cities around this inner sea, at least 3 that I can point out. We do have him with some mountains, with a +3 campus in the capital on the east side, and I do see he's actually going to have a decent amount of iron tiles. I don't actually see... Oh, there we go. Horses are going to be here. There is a lot of fresh water. Not really ideal land for Age of Empire, but I'm pretty sure he can do it. It's just a matter of time until he's getting those industrial zones and just beefs up his production sky high. To the southeast, though, we do have Aztec, and this is going to be one of his opponents. This is, I would say, this is going to be dangerous for Hannibal, while Daethern is... gonna benefit from actually a very powerful Temple of Artemis here. We do have him with a continent split, and he will be incentivized to go on the western continent so he can get more amenities towards his strength. A possible 8 amenities could be acquired here, and that will be quite powerful. I'm actually not sure. Is this 9 amenities? Because I'm not sure if the amber is appearing on his continent or is just in the seas there. Dead Sea also to the west side as a wonder, +4 campuses. Ooh, actually these geothermals are quite amazing to his west side. Let's take a look at the northeast, or north. Actually, we do have Hungary putting down his capital for 3 tiles that he's going to get the extra production towards his districts and the buildings in them. We do have him with other settlers that are going to be 2-2s over here to the west side, another 1-2 to the north. Unfortunately, this settle is kind of meh. We don't have any other tile that he could work around it, and that's just not good, man. Not good. Probably gonna settle the 1-1 and be done with it. Be closer to some 2-2s, improve some of those tiles and do something. Or I guess stay away from the north. I would say stay away from the north. Just go south here. South does look much better. +4 campus, +3 campus, another +4 campus. Quite a few rivers for the freshwater lake over here. He's gonna get closer to Aztec though. DGS is the ally of England, Age of Steam, and yeah, Aztec to the south is gonna be an opponent of both of them. I gotta point out the Hungary doesn't feel in his own element fighting others at the beginning of the game. It will take some time for him to see how he can actually do the damage with those units. We do have Elaphantguy coming up with St. Petersburg with a scout in 3. Looks like he is also going to have the ability to go for the Temple of Artemis if he wants to. Not a lot of production around his cities though. We do have only 1 2 sheep tile, and I do see he's going to need to do something to actually improve this land, get it to a higher level. Well, he does have the rivers for the freshwater to the north, river to the west, 1 tile lake, mountains here for some campuses, and I do see he's gonna have a decent amount of land to settle on the east side, right above Matthias Corvinus. I'm pretty sure he's not gonna mind about the tundra. He's not gonna want to settle tundra. Who wants to settle tundra other than Canada and Russia, right? Am I right? Am I right? Maybe Sweden actually wants to put his toe over there into the tundra. Just a little bit, just a little bit. Just a tip, man. You know, we do have Tyre over here coming up with truffles in the capital. We do have scouts coming up also. It looks like Porch on the west side is going to have a settle on the Mercury tile. He has his own inner sea. No, this is not an inner sea. He can actually get boats out. This is going to be a double wham slam on Indonesia over here. Uh-oh, Indonesia. Oh, you're in trouble. Well, that's a problem. And I feel like maybe they're going to consider a remap just because of this. I got to say, Elaphantguy doesn't have that big of a spawn. Yes, he can make it work, but it's gonna be slow. And Legenden over here with his tiny island over there is gonna have to do some triple no scopes over there, 360 no scopes, so he can actually manage to go against the Age of Empire, England, and Dido at the same time. Well, Tyre over here is going to have a decent amount of settles on all of this coast, on the west, on the south, and the east. He has some inner cities that he's not going to be bothered from, and I do see he can just easily block the western side, so Hungary doesn't actually get any units in. It's going to be extremely hard for Hungary to actually go through these mountains until he's going to get those tunnels, that tunnel ability. Well, we are 3 turns actually going through this, and it looks like we went through the spawns a little bit faster than usual, which is fine. I mean, it's fine. What do you guys feel like? Is this gonna be a remap or not? Yeah, stay away from the north desert adjacency. Yeah, exactly. We are definitely spoiling when he is host. Thank you, sir. Thank you. I think the Indonesia island and the poor land in Russia for city will be enough for a remap. Big Z, it does call it out, and yeah, I kind of feel like the same. The remap seems like it is gonna be what is gonna be chosen here. Well, we gotta see how the players will actually get these going. Oh well, we'll see. Let's see how this feels. We got 2 more. Let's see if anybody's gonna meet anybody else. So Russia's moving to the south, and he doesn't. Wait, that's on the same team. Okay, that same team is fine. That he's not gonna know about Khmer on the west side. We do have England moving to the south, not meeting anybody. Indonesia doesn't actually get to meet anybody either. He's gonna find out he's gonna be on an island though. He just found out he's on an island, and I gotta say he didn't actually get a scout out. He was aware that he doesn't have that many directions to move his warrior, so that makes sense. Let's see over here. Is Aztec gonna find out about England, Age of Empire, Age of Steam? It looks like Hannibal does have a scout moving to the south, but the Eagle warriors are actually quite slow. So I don't think they're gonna meet each other here. And I gotta say, this Aztec spawn does look interesting. I'm not gonna say amazing, but it does look interesting. He does have what he needs really quickly. He does have that amazing Temple of Artemis with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 amenities in the capital, extra food and extra housing as well. I do see him pumping out that settler and looking at his tech side. Where is he going? He's going mining, actually. Interesting. He didn't go animal husbandry, or oh no, he did discover animal husbandry. Okay, interesting that he's not going directly archery. Well, we do have a choice over here in the remap, and now we're going to need to see. Can we show player vision? Yes, sir. Well, I guess you can see it on the minimap here. They do see how they are. Well, not ideal. Not ideal. I gotta say, on one side, I gotta point out 3 members from Gold by Library are quite close to each other, and then Indonesia is on the seas, and yeah, there we go. There we go. They went for the remap, guys. They went for the remap. Also, Krupe was calling it out. Left from the last possible second for the remap. Okay, okay. Also, no way they keep this. Yeah, it doesn't look like they want to keep this. So we're gonna have a new map loading in just a few seconds here, and we're gonna need to see how they spawn again. I do have to point out, Buy Me Trader still has a remap token. So we're gonna go through this again at turn 8. We're gonna have to take a look how they actually spawned over there, and if they like how they spawned. Okay, just resyncing now. They knew Indonesia was dead. Yeah. Well, they kind of assumed Indonesia is dead. I don't think they knew, but they assumed Indonesia was dead. Just saying, it's a very high probability that he's going to get at least 1, maybe 2 nations that he's going to go against, and him not actually having that bigger land to settle from. That is kind of spelling disaster over there.
From the first stirrings of life beneath water.
I should go through this. Okay, I did. Let me check stuff. Oh, this actually gives me a bit of time to actually put up what I need on the labels, get those going. Let me actually put the labels going quickly. On the left side, we do have BMT, Buy Me Trader, and on the right side, we're gonna have a GBL, a Gold Buy Library. Let me actually fix this. It looks like it's a bit on. Okay, there we go. There we go. We got a team labels. It showed us based on yeah, indeed. Also, Indonesia has to have coastal settles, but they couldn't have been hit from both sides by battleships. So it was a wise choice. I do believe it was a wise choice indeed. And also looking at the lands of Russia over there, even though he did have a lot of tundra, he didn't quite have ideal territory to go and settle in the tundra. Well, let's actually move on the west side here. We do have Platypus to look at, and he does have continent split. He's gonna have an extra trader capacity, which is gonna be nice. Platypus with England Age of Empire will actually have quite a bit of a bay over here to set his cities, and I don't see any quick opponent next to him, nor does he have anybody on these seas. Oh, there's Dido here, but he's an ally with Dido, so it's fine. Maybe a bit later in the game, Dido can settle these islands, so they can actually create a connection between their 2 capitals with some trading posts. It's going to take a while. Well, we'll see. England does also have the ability to settle in place or go for the coffee tile. It's at the J tile, actually. On the western side, he's going to get fresh water from both tiles anyway, and I do see him being on a continent split does give him a few advantages here when it comes to his geothermal fishes and getting his campuses going. 2 geothermal fishes appearing to the south. I don't know why we're not loading in. Somebody must not have loaded in properly here. Okay, well, I do have MS to everybody. I don't know. Yeah, the big rollover is starting. Oh, okay, there we go. We loaded in. So somebody was a bit late to actually load in, and of course the game doesn't actually start until everybody loads in. Now we do have him with a 231 spice tile to the south. He did move immediately. Of course, he saw the J tile and moved immediately for it to get that extra culture going from the beginning. It's not really a tile that you want to work. It's more of a tile that you want to settle on. Looks like he is going to have a decent amount of fresh water, even though I'm pretty sure he's going to want to stay coastal here. With those lighthouses, he's going to get the housing anyway, so it's fine. And we do need to see how he's going to try to set up his empire here. a little bit later in the game here. And we do have actually on his east Hungary, which is gonna be his opponent, and there is a cat over there between them. Maybe he is Hungary is gonna try to use a cat to snatch some cities from England. We're gonna need to see how DGS is gonna use his powers to try to do everything. I do have to mention DGS actually has a few choices over here. Settle in place for the 3-1 and only get 2 tiles for that advantage that you get from the Pearl of the Danube for Hungary, or move on the sheep tile, get a 2-2 base, need to place some more food around, need to buy some more food around, more tiles around, but get 4 tiles for the extra production that you get towards districts, and of course get closer to those mountains. It doesn't look like he's gonna get to settle another city here on the west side anyway, and we do need to see if they're gonna commit to buying him at least 1 tile. They need to buy him this sheep tile. This is extremely necessary here. Of course, settling in place could definitely be an option. He does have a decent amount of mountains to the south, to the west, that he's going to get his campuses going, and we do have him also with a few city-states close that he could try to levy here, get those going. Military city-states though, military city-states. In the north, we do have Phoenicia, and it does look like he did go for the 3-1 base. He does have a 3-2 banana. He's growing in 2 turns. He has another 2-3-2 bananas around his cities, and that will actually be acquired by the city center anyway. I'm not even sure he's going to want to spend some gold, but I guess he does need to buy at least 1 tile here. I don't think he's going to grow with the city tiles in less than 2 turns or in 2 turns. We do have him pumping out a scout. He does want to get his vision around his territory. To the south, he's going to have these mountain ranges towards Hungary, and those will give him some chokes to defend behind. That's going to be nice. For example, over here a city, over here a city, and I'm pretty sure he's going to want to stay coastal as well. So north will be probably prime position for him to go and settle cities. And I do see Pamukkale did spawn over there to the north, which does give fresh water, and it also does give a lot of bonuses towards those campuses and theater squares, and I believe even like entertainment complexes get if you put an entertainment complex over there, you do get more amenities or something like that. I don't remember exactly the description, but I remember something along those lines. Hello there, driving cow. Hello there, sir. Also Bublo, good evening, sir. I like this map. Looks like 2 dragons fighting with fire. Yeah, it is. But maybe this is the dinosaur over here. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm just imagining. Maybe this is whoa, I'm actually desyncing. Oh, get W, man. Why am I desyncing? Maybe it's Godzilla with the how to say, the Hydra, fighting the Hydra over there. It does look like that also. Jarek, good evening, sir. Where to choose though? Indeed, that is going to be a problem. Also, Dido, good evening. Bonsoir, monsieur. Bienvenue. I also like the Age of Empire Wiki spawn, and I guess they're calling out for lol. Like he can give me permission. Anyway, we do have to talk about Russia here. Oh, this is much better. Now this I like. He does have multiple silver tiles that he's gonna get to benefit from. He did actually settle on 1, and he's getting the gold done. It does look like he's gonna have multiple other silvers on the western side, and I do see on his eastern side he's gonna have quite a few mountains. A good wonder to the north, Lake Redby, and it does look like this Russian spawn. It's way better than the other one. He's gonna get some rice stars for the extra food. I do see quite a bit of march over here. Maybe even a Temenaki might be good in this location. Makes these march stars a little bit better, you know, to work. We do have him with a decent amount of fresh water and multiple opportunities for him to actually get pantheons. He does have Temple of Artemis opportunity. He can go for let's see, what does he have? So I don't think Goddess of the Hunt is an option, but religious idols is going to be an option. So he gets the extra gold, extra faith from all of these silver tiles. I still think Dance of the Aurora could be an option here. There's a lot of flat land. We do need to see what he's going to choose between them, and of course looking at the breathtaking appeal. We've seen multiple times how the players do like to play with Russia also on how to say, on Earth goddess. That's what I was looking for. Yeah, KW, man. That sounds like a trap, man. That sounds like a trap, you know. I always see on the Civ subreddit everybody talking about the things they want in Civ 7, like boats going up rivers. I just want the multiplayer to actually work properly without all of these desync issues. I do have to subscribe to both ideas, honestly. I would really love to see boats be able to move on rivers, and I would also, or at least traders, you know, like if you have two cities on a river, you should have the ability to get some trade routes going using the river. I don't know, maybe there's gonna be an extra unit or something that could do that. It sounds amazing. It just sounds amazing. Also, definitely they need to fix the multiplayer, or at least, you know, make it a little bit less awkward. Well, this time we do have Hannibal actually with his own island. Looks like, yes, he does have quite a bit of land to go for to the north over here. He is, by the way, a much better spawn than we have seen Indonesia get the last time. He does have a scout coming up in 3. He's going to pop a hut here and he's going to go to the north. It looks like he is on the seas with Indonesia again. Oh wait, but this is Age of Empire, right? This is Hannibal, Age of Steam, Age of Steam. So Indonesia is gonna be his ally. It's fine. That is actually fine. So no one is actually gonna fight on the seas here unless Dido is gonna go to the south, which I find it extremely doubtful. And of course we're gonna need to see what his choices are. I don't think he's gonna want to poke the hornet's nest over here unnecessarily. The CSS seem to have pretty decent placement than usual, except for Jerusalem. Wait, there's Armagh, Jerusalem. Yeah, I guess Jerusalem is very far in the north over there, north of Pamukkale. Let's take a look at Indonesia here. Indonesia does have a decent amount of coastal resources that he's gonna get his bonuses towards. I'm pretty sure they're gonna actually want to go for. He's gonna want to go for God of the Sea here, and he does have a decent amount of land to settle to the north and to the south, or I should say coast. Getting the extra food from those resources will allow him to work these plains tiles much better. We do see also he's gonna have very good campuses. For example, this tip over here is gonna be pretty good. Plus 2 from the water around him, and another plus 2 from that cliff, from that reef. We do have another one over here next to the aluminium tile that's going to be a +3. So all in all, he's going to have actually good science with the pen brush of voice. He's going to get the culture. I do most of the time really like how Indonesia gets all of his bonuses going. Sometimes though, when you need to fight some aggressive civilization on the land, it's kind of awkward because you need to go for both of those tech pathways, I should say that. In the south, we do have actually Khmer, and it looks like Khmer over here, he will be the opponent of Indonesia. He might actually go against him with those dome raids, or just be content about settling everything here. Khmer will be the ally of Montezuma, and you can see Montezuma can actually apply some power to Legenden. I gotta say, they already used the remap token, so unless their opponent, especially Khmer and Aztec, want to change this, this is going to be the map for them. This is not going to be easy. So we're going to need to see if Buy Me Trader over here will want to use the remap token, and how is that going to go? How is that going to look like? We do have this thing. Check. Huge inner sea and no naval fighting on it. I know that's actually gonna be exploited to its maximum advantage over there to get the gold generation going, get those traders connected, and create the economy so they can actually buy out those units at the late part of the game, or even fund whatever they want, including libraries. That's, you gotta remember, man, these guys are actually quite gold heavy. They like buying traders, they like buying libraries, they like buying universities, everything over there with gold. Aztec is there too. Indo is in trouble. Yeah, I think Indo is in quite a bit of trouble here. Well, he does have the food in the capital from the 3-2 banana, and the production from a 2-3 deer tile, a decent amount of land to settle to the northwest, and I do see we do have on the western side over here one island. I have no idea why they are not waiting for turn 8 so they can actually see if this is going to be played or not, so we don't actually need to do anything after that. Anyway, Tenochtitlan looks like 2 turn for a warrior. Daethern, Daethern, I think that's how you pronounce it. I guess, I hope. Anyway, he does have this time 1 big continent. He could try to settle another 2 to the south, and this is going to be something that he's going to need to decide with Khmer if he is going to allow this. We do see that the continent split is actually between them, and if he settles here, actually he gets access to another 2 resources. So maybe that is going to be something that Khmer can give him. Especially since Khmer has so much land to develop in the west, in the south. I do see these rivers are sprawling over here. 3 rivers next to each other. Hot RNG kick. Lol. Aztec is like 10 rules to the southwest, 10 tiles to the southwest. Yeah, Aztec is gonna be a problem here for Legenden. I think actually Indonesia is just gonna put a city over here and he's gonna try to defend himself behind. The volcano might actually be good for him as well. We do have him with quite a few things. Man, that's why you desync, bro. Anyway, it is what it is. Let's come back to this awesome spawn over here. We do have Elaphantguy coming up with a settler in 6, and I do want to see also Hungary's ability to get those city-states against his opponents. So who is he an opponent towards? So Indonesia will be an opponent. He does have Samarkand, okay, to apply some power. He does have Cad over here to apply some power, but wait, this is... yeah, CAD will apply some power. No city-states in the west, no city-states in the north. Russia is going to be his ally, has 4 cities next to it, doesn't actually matter. Khmer is going to be his opponent, so maybe Laventa might actually apply some power here on Khmer, but I gotta say Khmer will really want these city-states for himself, so he can get more faith generation going. It does allow him to expand his empire much quicker, exploit it much better, and at the same time when he's gonna get his GMC, he's gonna have the faith to actually buy out units. And we've seen a few times how Khmer doesn't actually get a lot of faith generation going, and when he actually wants to buy units and he's in trouble, he doesn't have the funds to do that. Oh my god, man, relobbying for I don't know where this idea is coming from. Relobbying like 4 turns and doing the same moves is just not feasible. Anyway, we'll see how they do. Let me actually wait for this, and we're gonna go for it. Oh well, it is what it is. Russia and... So if we do keep this map, we're going to have 3 things happening. Hungary is going to get to apply that power with some city-states. We do have Russia that's not going to be bothered by anybody, and he will have the ability to try to get to that culture victory. And then on the eastern side, we do have 2 nations that can go against Indonesia. Aztec and Khmer can both actually apply some power over here on Indonesia. And we'll get to see if Indonesia... Legenden is going to manage to be legendary here, live up to his name, and get everything going. Guess They're fighting over 20 gold. Okay. No, no. 2 casters on the game does not mean wormholes should be really easy. That actually has no, how to say, that makes no actual impact on the game. We cannot communicate. Indo may get lucky and Khmer will sim. I guess, yeah, but I'm not sure if that's going to be luck, because later on Khmer will get very big and Indonesia is going to have a limited amount of cities that he's going to get to place here. I'm pretty sure also England is going to try to settle all of this to the north, even some cities on the west side towards Cinquetti. He can take Cinquetti if he wants to. Vilnius is going to be also a prime target to be taken out. I don't think he actually wants to keep this city. It's off the coast and he's going to need to get land units anyway to take it. Not really easy. We do have him with a possible setup that he could go for from the west to the east, and by the looks of it, we do have some amazing campuses here. A +6 that he could go for on the western side. He does need to put that city right in the face of Phoenicia, and I gotta mention Phoenicia also is not going to be incentivized to go land here until late game. Late game, yeah, well, things change over there. Late game, we do see a lot of even these naval civilizations getting geared up for that tank artillery push, or try to go for something like planes. And they do manage to do a lot of things. Oh my god. Well, they can play. They're just waiting for a moderator to decide this, to spread the waters over here, separate the waters, and give us a decision. Can Aztec beat them both? Both whom? Wait, you saw 2 of them? Oh, by the way, Aztec can actually trade with Platypus. Aztec can get the coastal trade routes over here with Platypus, much closer than Dido. And I guess he doesn't have any opponent. Yeah, there's like no other opponent over here. Seems like they don't like wheel boost. Yeah, I thought he was against 2. Yeah, no worries, no worries. What do I think about this? I think they should keep going until they hit turn 8 and have a relobby at turn 8. If needed. Like if there's going to be a map or it's not going to be a map. If it's going to be a new map, you just relobby on a new lobby. If it's going to be this map, we just relobby for this map. For this turn 8 save. That's it. I don't find it a good idea to relobby when you desync like this. As in before turn 8. I've seen it multiple times and it's the same. Oh, relobby turn 3, not turn 4. Okay. Routing for BMT, whoever they are. Okay, let's see. Buy me traders, let's go. We'll see. Wait, I don't get it. He's writing that they were granted, but then they're not granted. I don't get it. Whatever. Anyway, we do have. I guess he was pushing his opinion there. It's fine. It's fine. We're waiting for the moderator to make a decision here. It's a moderator decision. It is what it is. We respect it. We do have Elaphantguy also. With the setter coming up in 6, he does have the opportunity to take out Valletta or Mohenjo-Daro to the east side. Mohenjo-Daro. And those mountains are actually going to give him quite a few bonuses here. Now, actually, when I was thinking of the late game, it does look like this land is going to be quite nice for those national parks. And try to put every one of those national parks here. Try to get that tourism going. We do need to see if Russia is also going to need to gear up for war. I do have to actually take a look here. England. Oh, same continent with Russia. Not good, man. Not good. Actually, I was thinking, oh, this is Age of Empire, right? Yeah, this is Age of Empire. So Hannibal is the opponent of Russia. I was thinking maybe there is a possibility for him to, you know, get some red coats towards Russia. Try to catch him out of surprise, catch him with a surprise pokey. But it doesn't look like that's going to happen. Of course, with England's ability to get those Royal Navy dockyards and then getting the second golden age with a free inquiry, he's gonna get a lot of science. Okay. No remap, Heiny Dave is calling it out. Yeah, no remap. Well, just waiting for the new lobby to come up. But let me actually take a look who actually got this lobby. Okay, there we go. There we go. I don't see in the lobby what save it is, but I guess we do need to see how this is gonna go. Flying toilet. Good evening, sir. Hey, oh my God. Okay, bad copy pasta, man. Bad copy pasta. Everyone actually has a decent start indeed. We have already had one remap. I think there would be another. Can teams have a remap if they don't have it but both agree? No, no. It's just what you get, you play to play. Okay, everybody's coming. Everybody's coming. Let's see. Hannibal, we got Platypus, we got Alco, Legenden, we got Elaphantguy, DGS, Daethern, and I guess Porch has disconnected to reconnect to fix his 0ms. I don't think we actually have 0ms to anybody here. Okay, should be fine. Should be fine. Porch reconnected, and we're ready to go. Okay, so I understand, as far as I understand what was written in the chat over there, it was a 10-3 hot taken, so or something like that. For some reason we're gonna have to go through this again, and we're gonna need to see if he's gonna get the relic this time. You never know. You know, might get the relic this time. You would all the lobbies, yeah, the lobby simulator. What can I say? Well, Daethern looks like he's gonna need to reconnect soon, and we should get this going. Why would the I don't know, but again, it's moderated decision, so it is what it is. I have no idea why we would need to relobby to turn 3. But Linda, we did have a DC that turn. The turn after, like turn 4, was without any anyway. It doesn't matter. We're gonna need to see. Let's see if it's getting more stable here. I'm pretty sure somebody has some extra mods there. I'm pretty sure. Okay. For some reason, they're still talking about this. Click on button, Platypus, maybe? Okay, there we go. There we go. Sorry. Okay, let's go. So we do need to see if they're gonna keep this map or not. Honestly, I would really like to see this played out. Even if we do have a naval action, I do want to see that cultured victory tryout from Russia. There's not that much major counter from their opponents, but there is a possibility for Khmer, for example, to try to go full culture, choral music. He does have a lot of food from other stuff. So we'll see. We'll see. We'll see how this goes. Okay, so we're back at 10-3. Okay, well, it's 10 to turning into 3 right now. Indonesia is gonna get his pantheon really quickly over here. He does get 2 extra faith per turn from settling on the coast, as you can see underneath the city's stats over there. We do have him with good settle, 1, 2, okay, 2 to the north, 1 to the south, and the other ones actually he's gonna need to put them coastally here. It looks like he is gonna need to be careful with the coastal settlers, because he is gonna get relatively close to Khmer, and even though Khmer doesn't actually get going fast. No, please don't pause. I see. I was just wondering before the example a team got a relic, there wouldn't be an agreement, I guess. Yeah, probably if the hut was something else. But anyway, let's see what they're gonna get from the hut this time. I'm not sure exactly where the hut is actually. Let me find it. Who had the hut? Who had the hut? No hut here. Hut here. No hut here. Hut here, yes, hut here. We got Hannibal over here going through that hut, and we're going to need to see what he's going to get. Is there another hut? No. Tenochtitlan, maybe no. I do see he has a hut to the south, but he's not going that way. And Gortom also has a scout coming up in 2, and it doesn't like he actually has a quick hut to get. I really hope they're not going to put him to rejoin, because otherwise it's gonna be another 10 minutes for us to fix this lobby. Oh no, they're putting him to rejoin. Okay, well, let's see. I just back and it's still the same map and same thing. Yes, Bublo, it is. We're still waiting for them to figure this out. There's a lot of back and forth over here with arguments on both sides, with a lot of chances going around, and you can feel the pressure on both teams over there trying to get all of the advantages on their side. That's, I gotta say, a lot of the times in the Civ games we've seen this happen when the players do try how to say it, to get every little bit of an advantage. It doesn't matter if a scout moved that turn, they need to make exactly the same move. That's how we ended up with such a big actually rule book, because there are so many things that the players did try out and done throughout the games. Okay, so the major hut takeover over here. Okay, is this gonna be a relic, guys? Okay, let's see. Relic, gold. Is he gonna get? He's getting chances, man, to pop a relic. Let's see it. Come on, pop the relic. No relic. Okay, no relic. Actually, I don't know what he got. Probably something like a boost or something. He just got the same thing. Okay. Or something along those lines. Was that I had when on the pop changed their bonuses on the desync? Well, okay. They said something, but that's why there's a desync. Yeah, Yeah, well, we're gonna need to see what's gonna happen over here with all of the spawns. We do have England getting his settles to the north here, and I do see he's gonna need to wait to place his other cities. I really hope actually Porch is not gonna start desinking, and if he is, well, somehow they need to fix it. We do have England on the edge of this white continent on the west side, and I do see he's actually gonna get quite a few cities on this peninsula. I think that's actually a pretty good idea, especially since he does have possible coastal trade routes with Aztec. I do also want to point out Aztec does have a +6 campus over here to the southeast of his capital, and I do have to also point out that Aztec usually does go for commercials first, and even in this scenario where he does have some geothermals in the south, I don't think he's going to be incentivized to go for campuses at the beginning of the game. You do want those trade routes, you do want the internals working, and he does have good land to settle towards Indonesia. To the west side, he is going to get quite a few settles over here. Okay, making fun of the hot RNG here. Okay. Now we do need to see the Eagle Warriors if they're gonna have any kind of attacking possibility. It doesn't look like he can bully any states to the south. He does have Samarkand to the north, which he didn't discover. Of course, he doesn't send any unit at the moment there, and it does look like that's gonna be a bit awkward. We do have him with this big continent. Let me see. He does have 1, 2, 3. No, that's the same one. 2. That's it. 3, 4. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4 amenities. He's gonna get amber for the 5th one, truffles for the 6th, and then if he settles one coastal over here next to the spice tiles, he's gonna get 7th. I don't. Oh, actually 8 with the whales, turtles, 9. And desinking. What a surprise. Because they told him to get out of the game and get in again. Oh well, we'll see. I really hope they're gonna wait this time for 10-8. Okay. This game is longer to lobby than to play. Sometimes, yes, my boy 55. Yes, indeed. Sometimes you do have a lot of things. Oh, right. Give me a second. There we go. If we have some spare time, I have a question or maybe favor. I'm new to in the CPL, and on your recording, it is quite hard to understand who actually win at the end. Could you point out which team wins at the end? That would be easier. What's happening for less experienced audience? Yeah, I mean, that's a good point. Maybe I'm gonna need to do something like an animation, like a winning animation that I pre-make every game over here. I guess that would be a good thing, but oh well. Yeah, that could be interesting, and I just click on it. That's a good one. That's a good feedback, Bublo. I do try as much as possible at the end of the games, especially in the last period. I don't know if I did this from the beginning. I don't think I did this from the beginning, but I do try to explain who won and who lost and so on. But it's by voice, not actually by any kind of visual interface over there. For Aztec, do they still get the bonus if the city settled on? Yes, they do still get the bonus. If they get traded an amenity, they don't get the bonus. I wonder what is everyone's favorite cheese. Actually, that's an interesting one, man. I can't how to say I haven't eaten this in a long time, but lavashkiri, man. Lavashkiri when I was little. So good, man. So good. I know it's not one of those, how to say, expensive ones and so on, but oh my god. Brie, also one. Pretty good one. Oh, Brie. I don't know how to... B-R-I-E. Anyway, so we do have turn 8. We're just a few seconds away from seeing if the players will want to get this going or not on this map. And by the looks of it, we might actually have it a little bit more stable. Looks like Indonesia's volcano did explode, so he's gonna get a few better tiles to work there. He did go for God of the Sea as a Pantheon, and maybe he's waiting to actually get the builder out. I do see they do have only 41 gold between them, so I don't think that's actually an easy possibility. He does have quite a bit of whales over here for those 2-3-2s, or of course 3-3-2s when he's gonna get his lighthouses. We do have him actually with that settled to the north on the honey tile, and they forgot about the remap kick. Well, I guess that actually settles that, right? I don't think they want a remap. Just saying, I don't think they want a remap. If they totally forgot to remap, it kind of feels like they're not, you know, they're not that convinced they need a remap here. Yeah, there we go. No remap. This is gonna be the game. We do have the prediction to finish here on one remap, and it looks like somebody's gonna get quite a few points there. No remap, you got your food now. Oh, bon appetit, monsieur. Yeah, good. What did you get? What did you get? Something good, I hope. Crunchy and cheesy, something. Also a sharp cedar. Henning Dave is saying, yeah, pretty good, pretty good. Hemelig Bruckennaven. I don't even know this cheese you talk about. I'm a big Parmesan fan, but mozzarella is more versatile and more used. I mean, I'm talking about some cheese that I was eating at a young age. Let me see, Lavashkiri. It's like a brand. Lavashkiri is a brand of cheese. There were like some packs of cheese, like how to say, some circles, packs of cheese, and you had it cut, and then they had different things in them. Some with ham, some with I don't know, something else, and you could just put them on, spread them on a how to say, bread, and you just ate it really quickly. No, I guess I'm just not how to say, that versed in cheese there. I need to go more in France, man, to actually get versed in cheese. I'm a bit good evening, sir. Hello. Actually, okay, I'm gonna spend 1 more minute, and then I'm gonna take, actually less than 1 minute, and I'm gonna talk about the civs and the bonuses and so on. My parents did take me sometime. I gotta say, this is something that I unfortunately didn't do at that point in time, but I gotta say, my parents did take me to a cheese factory when I was little in France, but I spent my time with my cousin playing Risk all of that vacation. I totally ignored the fact that I could go and visit the cheese factories and everything, and like get the history and get to taste everything and so on. I was like 12, man, or like, I don't know, 14 or something. You know, I was playing Risk more than everything. Yeah, I know, right? Risk is a fun game, man. Anyway, let's talk about this. We do have a Platypus coming up with a settler in 5. Looks like he is going to move his first settler to the north on the other continent, Colombia. He does have a 3-2-1 spy style there to make benefits from and take benefits from. And I do see he's already acquiring that spy style to the south, moving to his third population, growing to his third population soon. And I'm pretty sure he's going celestial navigation really quickly here. Astrology coming up in 1. He's also starting to explore the east. Looks like Hungary did attack a cat and took a builder from him, and now he's just gonna move away with that builder. He does have 3 charges on it, so pretty easy for him to get some extra yields there. In the city of Plymouth, we do have horses in the south, first ring. Also the iron is gonna be first ring, so he has both strategic resources here available for him, and he's gonna need them, especially if Hungary actually wants to strike with a cat against Plymouth. Now, I'm pretty sure he's going to want to settle a few more cities to the north. Maybe at the beginning, he's going to be a bit more comfortable to settle northwest instead of northeast, and then settle some cities on the south over here, south of his capital. Now, we're going to need to see exactly how he's going to want to play this out. I don't think there are enough cities to the northwest to actually develop a big empire, so I'm pretty sure he's going to want to expand at some point. He is on the same continent of Hungary, so again, red coats. Big no-no. We do have the city of Bura that did actually settle in place. He's only gonna get 2 times for that extra bonus towards his districts and the buildings in them. 1 on the aluminium and 1 on the sheep tile. You do get it across the river. On the other side of the river you settle. So as you can see, he doesn't actually have that option here. A lot of options here, I mean. He doesn't have also another settle that he could place behind or between his capital and the mountains. I do see there is an exploding volcano that could turn into an interesting settle, depending on if he's gonna have an appetite for danger or is he gonna use Liang in there. He does have 2 iron tiles in the capital with no horses. I don't actually see. Oh no, there are horses over here. Second ring from Pest to the west side. He is actually gonna get a builder there and might actually need to spend some more gold into that city center when he reaches the next population level to work another one of these 2 tiles or the 3 horses. Now, from the east side, we do have Russia starting to explore his land opportunities here, and there is a possibility for them to try to set up some coastal trade routes here in the water. And I guess we're going to need to see their appetite for danger. I'm pretty sure Hannibal being, how to say, on these seas is going to allow them to be quite safe. So there's like no danger there. It's fine. Now, in the north, we do have Dido, the city of Tyre with a 3-2 base. I do see he does have a settler coming out. He did actually acquire all of these 3-2 bananas, so he's growing extremely fast. He actually hit his capital's population limit because of the housing. We do have him settling another settle here on Sidon to the northwest, and he could settle another 2 ones to the north there. It does look like the connection between the lake is going to allow him to get there. And I do notice the mountains in the south will give him quite a bit of adjacency towards his campuses. Has some reef tiles also sprinkled in for a good mix. And looking at his available choices, he's also going to have to be careful with Hungary to the south. He's going to need to put up some form of a defense over here if he wants to keep on selling the western coast, so Hungary doesn't actually snatch any cities, any builders, any pillages and so on. We do have a declaration of war, and I think it's all because of here. I think Indonesia might actually try to do some shenanigans, and I do see Alco is trying to defend with the slingers. They did go against each other, but I guess nothing happened. We do have on Dido strategic resources. Let's see, in his capital he does have an iron tile there, fresh water from the river. He does have in the third ring to the north horses. Okay, that's good. And I do see a decent amount, a very big amount of fresh water. I don't know where he's going with this one. He's trying to get next to the mountains there. Okay, interesting. Okay, not bad. He's still gonna get the fresh water, and I do see he does have a 3-2 banana go there to work it faster. A +4 campus for good measure, and if he actually places his cards right over here, places his government plaza, well, I guess this is gonna be a choice. Where is he gonna place his government plaza? To the north for Sidon to actually get something, or to the south so he can couple it with this third city over here. That's something that we're going to need to check out a little bit later in the game. We do have another Pantheon, Earth Goddess, being picked up over here by Elaphantguy, and yes, he is going to get the extra faith coming up from these charming and breathtaking tiles. Pretty sure when he's going to start improving the mines here, a lot of that will just pop out of existence. He does have +3 Lavra here, another +4 here next to Tula because of the Lake Redba settle, and of course the 2 mountain tiles. We do have Holy Site projects actually coming up from him. Interesting choice. So he really wants choral music. He really wants Feed the World. I really hope he's not gonna go choral with this pawn. Like honestly, I really hope he's not gonna go choral with this pawn. That's gonna eat away at his opportunities here. Anyway, going for Holy Site projects will also slow down his shrine build up, and of course we're going to need to see when he's gonna choose to go for that. We do have him with the horses to the northeast. I do see he has iron in the third ring over here, quite expensive, and maybe this settle is going to be a bit closer. We do have a few opportunities for him to go for. Looks like he's going to choose the 1-1 tile across that river to get his settle, so that puts his iron 2 tiles out. Not bad. That's actually decently decent gold. To the northeast, we do have Hannibal coming up here in England, and I do see Hannibal. Let me see, Age of Steam. We do have him 5 science and 4 culture. It does look like he's already sending his first trader to the capital, and I do see he has a builder out, gonna get some extra points of production on these strategic resources, and I do see he does have a few coastal resources that he could get to improve, especially these whale tiles are going to be quite valuable. And early 222s are actually quite good. We do have him settling a third city to the east, and I do see he does benefit only from horses in the capital. I don't see iron anywhere. Maybe it's just me, but I don't think he has iron anywhere. He did settle Manchester on that jade tile, and honestly, I still don't see iron anywhere. Like, there's like no iron. It's on the other side. He actually needs to settle on the other side. Okay, I mean, that's not that bad, especially with the +6 campus that he's gonna get to build there. But he does need to be careful with Phoenicia sneaking around some units. What pantheon did Russia pick? He went for Earth Goddess. Also, first meet envoy and are FFA only. Yeah, basically. Also, no first meets in Timors. Indeed, one expanded high roll on the rivers. One expanded high roll. Wait, what? Also, good evening, sir. I'm not sure who are you referring to, but I would love to actually know and talk a little bit about it. Give me a second. I got pinged over here. Okay, sorry. God of War plunder picked up here by England, and it does look like we do have builders coming off some. Oh, this is iron. Okay, how did I not see this? How did I not see this? I don't know. Like, honestly, I don't. Oh, it was maybe the settler on it, and I couldn't see it. Yeah, well, it is what it is, man. All of the gold by library should be able to trade on the sea. Indeed, I think Spawn is correct. We do need to see also how. They're gonna get those traders going, and we're gonna need to see how and who is gonna trade with whom. Looking on next, Indonesia did pick up his campus, his +4 campus over here to the south of Majapahit. He's gonna get another +3 here, and in Bima he's gonna get another +4. He's gonna have a very good age in the golden age. I'm also gonna need to see how Surabaya is gonna be defended. I was expecting him to put that city one tile to the left, so he doesn't actually get to settle directly on the volcano, then defending his capital, well, his city center a little more from those exploding, from the exploding lava. Now we do have him getting up granary first here, and that's a bit awkward, but I guess it is what it is. I do see Indonesia is also getting his fourth settler, and in the strategic resources count, we do have horses coming up in the third ring here to the north, while I do see his iron tile is going to be to the south of Majapahit, where he could actually place a government plaza if he really wants to get more science here. That's going to be a big question for him. Where is he going to place his government plaza? If he's going to want to place it for something that matters, or if he just wants to place it for his bonuses, extra buildings in the government, specializing buildings in the government plaza, and just the governor titles and so on. We do have also in the south, and to take a look at Angkor Thom, he went for River Goddess, and that's pretty good. We do have him actually touching borders here with Aztec, and I do see Indonesia does have a scout there that is gonna see what's going on in both the Aztec cities and in Khmer cities. And we do also have Angkor Thom with with iron tile in the third ring, and horses are going to be third ring as well from the capital, but 2 rings out from Angkor Wat, making them much better to actually improve from the second city rather than the first one. You can swap around tiles and buy them with the cheaper version, but I guess we do need to see how Alco is going to want to do this. I do also notice Aztec did actually manage to get scouted over here by an Indonesian warrior and the scout. He's trying to get his traders going. A 4th settler coming out. They know they are quite safe. He did already settle that city to the southeast on a Merity there. That's a wine tile he settled on. He does have that +6 campus that I was talking about, on +4 between the geothermal and the reef tile. So all in all, he can get more cities out here and have a lot of science. He does need to be careful with the population level though in those cities. If he doesn't go harbors first, he's gonna hit his housing cap really quickly, and going granaries over here, it's icky. The good thing is in the second city at Alco, he does have a tobacco tile, so he's acquiring an extra faith point per turn. And I think we did have a relic on somebody. I'm not sure exactly on whom though, so I'm gonna just bounce around a little bit. I think Legenden doesn't. Okay, maybe Elaphantguy has it. Let me see. We're 1022, so no, not here. Khmer maybe. Khmer, somebody popped a relic, I'm pretty sure. Okay, there we go. The sandals of the prophet are actually here on Khmer's land, and he does have +4 holy sites with the 2 food. That's also a big thing over here on Khmer. He's getting to culture bomb the tiles around his newly built holy site and gets the food into those holy sites next to the river. It's pretty good actually. He grows quite fast. I think we also had a religion being picked up here, Eastern Orthodoxy coming up for Russia. He did go for feed the world with lay ministry. He really wanted this out, +3 food and +1 housing. Lay ministry giving him the extra faith on the holy sites and extra culture on the theater squares. Pretty good. Let's see. Legenden built the first galley. Looks like he just bought it out with faith. He wants to scout out between him and Age of Steam over there, so they can get those 2 coastal trade routes juiced up. He does need to actually figure out exactly what are his options here and how he wants to play this out. There is a possibility for him to keep on settling the southwest of Mashapahit, where this Khmerian scout is. It's just a bit awkward, and he's going to need to get a land army to protect himself from some dome rays. I think Shuraba is also going to be a prime target for Aztec here. And I gotta say, there is a possibility for Aztec to just wrap around all of this land to hit Bima and Majapahit. That is gonna be quite a problem to take care of. Looking on Aztec, we do have iron next to Teotihuacan. That's gonna be second ring out, and it looks like his horses are also gonna be third ring out from his capital or third ring out from Azcapotzalco. Not really close for good measure. Give me a second over here. Okay, settlers, another settler coming out. There still is this warrior that's moving around. There's an eagle warrior trying to get back to help out with the settler expanse, and I think he's gonna be successful there. I'm pretty sure the Aztec eagle warriors are much tougher than the scouts, and they will eat these warriors if they get next to them. Oh no, campuses first. Okay, it is what it is. I mean, he's placing a campus. He's gonna get a +3. Maybe he's craving for a little bit more run score. That's the problem. He's on a 17 out of 16. No, he's going campuses No, okay, campuses everywhere. Did he just not put that +6 because he wanted to get it faster? Okay, it is what it is. +7, we got 7 more turns until the next era, and we do see that Porch, for example, does need 5 more points to get the golden age. He didn't get his Cothons, he didn't get his Birims, so he has still a lot of Era score that he could acquire with just the Phoenician bonuses. I do see also Hannibal needs 1 more point. He is on 18 out of 19. He did build his no, he didn't. No, he didn't actually. Wait a second. This is still under construction. I thought he did because he's still focusing on the settler. And he has a boat out. Remember, these galleys from England are gonna just pop. Wait. Oh, this is Age of Steam. Yeah, this is Age of Steam. Never mind. It's fine. Let me actually double check this. I'm not convinced about it, so I do want to double check. Again, the red code. This is Age of Empire. Sorry, England, Age of Steam. Hello. Yeah, there we go. So he doesn't have that, right? He doesn't have the extra boats that he gets from his Royal Navy dockyards. He just has the Royal Navy dockyards. That is a +3 campus into double commercial discount strategy. Yeah. DG, buenos dias. Hello there, senor. Hello there. Discount gamer it is. Yeah, we do have him trying to go for the discount here, and we do need to see if that's actually going to be more valuable than having late game +6 that can turn into a +12 that can turn with a triple Pingala. Oh my god, can you just imagine? I can imagine it right now. So juicy. The only thing is, of course, you would have needed to actually get the stone to chop over here, and you do need masonry to actually harvest the stone. Well, a little bit later. We do need to see also 6 more turns. What's going on here? Looks like Hungary did choose to settle right in the face of Platypus, and this actually opens up 2 possibilities for him. Use his land units and units that he acquires from a cat. He did attack that city center earlier and took a builder from it, so unfortunately, well, he doesn't have envoys in it, but it's fine. I mean, it's fine. They can actually settle their differences, and maybe at some point a cat will accept more envoys from Hungary. And we do have Hungary also trying to snipe out a trader over here. Looks like England does have 2 traders. This one, come on, DGS, are you gonna do it? No, he didn't. Actually, he didn't do it. Wasn't ready on the buttons here, and unfortunately, well, that scout is dead. No, oh my god, Platypus. Okay, it's fine. He's gonna get to hunt him down. He's gonna try to go against him.
Thanks once more for all the casts. Keep it up.
Thank you so much, Greg242. Thank you so much, sir, for your prime. Much appreciated. And of course, it's with much pleasure that I do try to get this cast going. I'm just so happy we got so many amazing games going on, and at the same time, the players are getting used to all of the competitive community, more teams, more amazing stuff, more competitions. Aztec can settle another coastal city to get the campus on the Daethern Reef after masonry. Yes, he can. Not, I mean, okay, sure, he can. Don't get me wrong, he can. It's not gonna be the same though. Like, he could have had a +4 over here, +5 over here, get a commercial in between and beef everything up, and at the same time have everything in the south. It's still not gonna be like the best science that he's gonna get, like, especially with using the double cards. These campuses are extremely valuable to get them very, very high in adjacency. I mean, we do have Indonesia also moving a settler to the northeast. He might actually want to get some defense over here. Looks like he's traveling quite a bit. Doesn't want to use the honey as a settle, and I can understand why. This is much better land for him to go for. A 2-2, another 2-2 over here. He does have access to iron, and I do see honey tile there, a +4 campus in the on the niter tile, even though it's floodable terrain. Well, at least he's gonna get something. I do also want to take a look at how Russia is planning this out. Temple of Artemis coming up in 1 turn here from St. Petersburg. Moksha is also getting in, and I do see him finishing up his shrines over here in both cities, and we do have him with 37 faith a turn right now. It's pretty good. And we do have also Yaroslav being settled, and another another Lavra did get put down there, +3 faith with the shrine coming up. Feed the World is going to allow him to get a lot of food, and the Temple of Artemis in St. Petersburg giving him that extra housing will allow him to grow extremely quickly here. We do need to see how many of these silver tiles he's actually going to get to improve and send to his allies. He did improve at least another one, and yes, that actually gives him the possibility to gift one to one of his allies, or maybe trade one with one of his allies. For example, over here, Hannibal could trade Wales, and they both will have extra amenities there. Now we do have also Hungary managing to push back that Phoenician scout that came against him. I don't see it anywhere. Yeah, it looks like it just went to the west side here. And I do see him going for commercials. He's going to use his government plaza across the territory, across the river. So he gets the extra production towards it, and starting up with commercials will allow him to actually get some extra traders. I do also notice we do have Open Sky chosen as a pantheon. We do have this extra culture point showing up on multiple pastures here, and Governor Magnus established in the capital will allow him to use those Magnus bonuses for his traders. Biggest question I have is he gonna go friendly with a cat, or what is he gonna do here? We do have him running away from these English warriors. England is preparing to double his city count. We do have multiple traders coming up, and he did go for fertility rights as a pantheon, getting a free builder and some extra food from the cattle tiles, from these wheat tiles and rice tiles. Once the Guitarchas district built order campus into harbors, I would say. Well, I guess it's campus into government plaza, and he did put that government plaza to increase his science. On the iron tile, you do see these 232 whale tiles coming up here, and looking at his tech side, he's going shipbuilding. Check. He's going, well, I guess he does want to settle on this western coast. And at the moment, he does have a bit of a problem with his food generation. Oh, there we go. Harbor's over. Okay, so he did go campus into one harbor discount into Government Plaza. Two did get settled also to the northeast, and I'm actually curious why he didn't pre-place his campus over there. Maybe he's not convinced. Oh, there we go. It was just a matter of time. Just a matter of time. On Khmer, we do have dominant religion here. Another one, Taoism. That's going to give him choral music with a pilgrimage. A lot of culture will be acquired here. And since he is the opponent of Russia, he's going to probably be the one to carry the flag for the defense between for the cultured victory. And I'm pretty sure Peter is going to try to do as much as possible over here to overwhelm his opponent in that tourism. Now there is a possibility late game for the Khmer to keep on settling to the west side and get position to directly attack Russia, even if he doesn't have I would say very close proximity. Late game actually does open up a lot of options with very fast units, with the ability to get those railroads between you and your opponent and so on and so forth. You just get to resupply much faster your troops on the front line. Looking at Aztec, we still don't have a pantheon from him. He is getting his fourth settler, and I believe, oh, actually, oh my god, remember when I was talking about this possible settle over here, when unfortunately looks like Alco did take away the option of Aztec to go for the truffle tile. That's a bit unfortunate over here. I'm pretty sure Alco could have just gave him the option, but it's fine. Well, he has so much land over here. Anyway, we still have Daethern actually with a possible settle on the 2-2 base to the south of Azcapotzalco next to the mountains. We'll get the amber improved, and we will get the cotton to the south. Also the marble. Okay, I see 3 amenities here. And for some reason these weren't showing up earlier. I don't know, or maybe I'm just as blind as I didn't see them. That's still 3 amenities. Could have had 4. Would have been amazing to have that, but not gonna happen. There's a dice tile here also. Wait, so these are 1, 2, 3 from one continent, and then there's marble on the other continent, dice on the other continent. Okay, it's fine. I mean, that's gonna be a lot of damage here. Aztec with a possible plus 11, plus 12, I believe. That's gonna be a very hard for Indonesia to take care of. Wait, Russia can put a canal city to his northeast for era score. You mean here? Or where here? Because I don't think he can put it to Tula. Or maybe I'm mistaken. Were you referring to something else? And be able to trade with his team? Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's going to get at least 1 coastal. We're just not sure exactly where. They do need to give England over here quite a bit more boost, and sending those trade routes with Wisselbanken will allow him to have a much stronger capital. I don't think Russia is going to be that how do you call it, that commercial, like he's not going to go for a lot of commercials, a lot of trade routes here. He's going to try to skid his way towards that zero-sum game, try to play the zero game. We'll see. I do notice we're 10:30, and I do want to double check if everybody did manage to get their golden age era score. Yes, they did. 21, 24, 22, 31, 24, 38, 28, and 23. It's all good. Are we missing any pantheons? What did Dido get? The religious settlements. Okay, that's actually interesting, because Phoenicia already has bonuses towards his settlers. We do have him going for lighthouses, so we will probably see. Oh, that's actually interesting. He did put his government plaza to the northwest, and I was thinking maybe he's gonna go for Ancestral Hall here. Usually the players do try to max out what their advantages are towards building something, and getting Ancestral Hall from an early stage is actually quite important. You do get to spread very quickly your cities and get back all of the tempo that you lost at the beginning. Mass settled Dido, I like. Yes, indeed. Night Demon 549. Good evening, sir, and welcome. No, because it's not fresh water. Hungary is surrounded by 3 militaries. Yes, he is. Kabul in the south, Akkad on the west, and Valletta on the east. Now, we did jump into the classical era, which means we do have the players starting to get their bonuses going here, and we do need to see how this is gonna end up. It looks like England. We do. Oh, actually, let's start from the scratch over here. Montezuma 9 and 9, we do have him with no option yet. I think he's gonna go Paintbrush and Voice. Since he did open up with campuses, he's definitely gonna want to get Paintbrush and Voice. I do also want to mention, because of his opening moves here, he's gonna lack quite a bit of production, a significant amount of production actually, because he didn't open up with commercials. Even if he's gonna have the stats, everything else is gonna be quite a problem. Yeah, we do have him starting to acquire his iron, and we're gonna need to see him acquire his horses as well to upgrade them. I do see he's putting his Gavronplaza over here to the southwest, not actually touching any of his already built districts, but he is gonna get a good campus over here next to the mountains, and maybe he's gonna get some commercials. Well, now it did switch to Paintbrush and Voice. There we go. We just have him on 12 and 15. It looks like even with these campuses is not that big. We did have a city takeover here. Hannibal did manage to take over Cinguetti, which is right up next door to Phoenicia. I'm pretty sure they're just going to stay away from each other for some time now. Phoenicia will have other opportunities to go against that city a bit later on. Now we do have also to talk about Porch here. We do have him with free inquiry golden age. He's getting the science from his Cothons. He has already 3 built. Carthage did get placed on the inland, and I guess that's a surprise for me why he didn't go for the western side here. We do see a lot of lighthouses are coming out from his cities, and he started to put down his campuses. We do need to see if he's gonna get that ancestral hall I was talking about, and when is his next wave of settlers gonna come out. He did get religious settlement, so he does have more production towards building settlers, and whenever he's gonna settle a city, he's getting more tiles acquired, which is pretty good as an advantage, and that's quite a bit of gold actually if you think about it. And time not spent. I guess we're gonna need to see if he's gonna get a builder alongside those bonuses and more production towards settlers at the same time. Alco with a monumentality gold range. She does have 8 science with 17 culture. Looks like that choral music is starting to shine over here into his cities. He does have 2 more settlers on the way here, and I do see he's getting more shrines out. Audience chamber is a specializing building of choice in his Gavronplaza, while Aztec is gonna settle next to him, so he gets those extra amenities. Very important to get the extra amenities. Is this a war for settles here between Daethern and Khmer? Because I guess he's gonna settle somewhere around here, and needs to be careful to give Aztec those bonuses, because I mean, you know, that's his ally over there. We do have also Alco generating 38 faith at 10 with 38 production. That is gonna be quite a problem, how to say, quite an advantage, not a problem, but it is lower than Elaphantguy's faith generation, mostly because of Elaphantguy's earth goddess at the beginning. That's actually exactly the difference, 14 points. I'm pretty sure he's working like 14 tiles here. 4, 5, 4, 9, 13. Well, I guess with the city centers that would be enough. Yeah. Now we do have to take a look also on Platypus. That is Victoria, Age of Empire here. We do have Gavronplaza being placed between these 2 harbors, giving them both bonuses. He did choose to go for a Paintbrush and Voice. He's on 9 science, 16 culture. He's getting the culture from all of the districts built and some gold for good measure. Can settle the marble tile to the west side. It looks like he's actually going to want to go coastal here instead, and will want to improve the turtles alongside those whales, so he gets the 2 amenities going. Since he's just finishing up his Gavronplaza, he doesn't have a Gavronplaza building yet. He does have another wave of settlers coming out. I do see Birmingham, for example, getting another settler, and this would be the biggest question if he is actually gonna bite his tongue and go to the north here, especially since a cat is quite close, and a cat does have multiple archers to work, and not to mention quite a few warriors here, 2 warriors. We might see Hungary use that city against his opponent here. DGS with 12 science and 29 culture right next up. We do have him with Hungary going for ancestral hall. 4 cities already, and started getting, I would say, quite a bit of culture from these improved pastures of his. Unfortunately, since he did settle 2 cities next to volcanoes, those are exploding and are taking out his improved tiles, not to mention they're taking away a bit from his population. There is a builder over there trying to repair those tiles as much as possible, but that's just going to be a bit out of the way every moment of the game. As we can see over here, actually, Daethern's choice to go for those campuses, not commercials, is actually eating away at his production. We got 37 production. He's actually the least production out of all of the players in the game. We do have also Elaphantguy coming up with 10 science and 18 cultures, 53 faith per turn. He did get small X on the west side, started to put down his theater squares, and after he did get Temple of Artemis, you can see the city of St. Petersburg is jumping up in population significantly. He does get the opportunity to buy the units with faith because he chose a monumentality era. My point was that the sea isn't a lake. Oh, but it's a, yeah, I guess it's fine. It's fine. It's a sea, it's a lake, you know, it's fine. Maybe we can find a Loch Ness monster in there also. You never know, man. You never know. Anyway, Legenden coming up with 25 science and 30 culture right next to Daethern and Alco, which are not that big when it comes to these stats points. We're going to need to see if Indonesia is going to manage to keep being up there so he can get all of his bonuses going and be prepared against an upcoming attack from that Aztec power spike. Mage Siek, hello there, sir, and thank you so much for the follow. I really hope I actually pronounced that name well, or if not, I'm sorry. Let me actually put it through a Google Translate. Give me a second over here. Hello, sir. Give me a second. Let me do this. Maisiek. Okay, there we go. It's just better. Google Translate over there, voice appearing in the background. Maisiek. Okay, got it. Thank you. I hope it's good. We do have, let's take a look at Legenden over here with his pen brush and voice. Multiple settlers coming out, 1, 2, 3, 4. And I do see, of course, he already has 4 settlers. That's going to be nice for settles. He did go for audience chamber, so he doesn't have the free builder coming up or the production towards these cities, but he is, by the looks of it, managing to get quite a few scientist points. It looks like we are going through the first scientist quite fast over here, with Indonesia on 3 points, Aztec is on 2, Hungary is on 1 as well. I do want to understand why he's going for one of these water mills here. Settler would have been just much better. I guess he's waiting for the how to say 7th population level and trying to get everything going there, so he is able to place a harbor really quickly and get some extra traders. We do have a Surabaya that also, wait a second, he went in Camot instead of okay, sure, so he's not gonna have that many traders going around his cities over here. Only 1 from what I can see. He can get another one, and that's about it. Okay. Now we do also have Victoria, Age of Steam, with 15 science and 26 culture on the tiny island over here. Already has 5 cities. He did take out Chinguetti for a 5th one, and I do see Ancestral Hall is going to be his choice. He does have a bit of coast to go for, especially on the west side, for those extra settles, and I do see his north is also going to be available. At least 1, 2, 3 cities that I can see, with of course, if he does take out the Vilnius, that's going to be a possible 4 cities that he can settle in the north. Getting those water connections between him and Indonesia will actually increase their gold income significantly, and all of the stats for each trader will be amazing when they're gonna hit Wisselbank on both of them. And since they do have a decent amount of culture, I'm pretty sure that's not gonna be that far off in the game. God of War and Plunder also gives him an advantage here. He's getting a lot of admiral points. He's on 9 admiral points. Yeah, 9 great admiral points. We got Indonesia on 2.3. England on the other side is on 5, and Phoenicia is on 4. Not that anybody's gonna fight coastally. Don't get me wrong. I don't think anybody's gonna fight on the naval side here. Natro, good evening, sir. Hello, how are you doing? Good evening, and welcome. We will need to see how this is gonna happen. Looks like DGS did actually make peace with a cat and got these units levied. That means he's getting an extra envoy there, and he does have 4 at the moment in a cat. He can use the warriors to upgrade into swordsman, and I gotta say, at the moment he doesn't actually have a general. Would be amazing, and I gotta say, this would have been insane if he would have managed to put down government in Camot over here and got one of those generals. These units will be so good. Plus another movement point for those swordsmen, and more strength on them above the +3 Raven King trait. Does Phoenicia have a harbor on the east coast? No. no, he's gonna stay away from this. I'm pretty sure he noticed Cinguetti got taken over, and he's just gonna stay away. And I gotta say, he has a decent amount of settles over here in the north. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that I can see that are gonna be relatively good. Another one here, 6 with his already 4 cities. I'm pretty sure he's gonna be up there with the city count. It's fine. He doesn't need to, even this one is going to be good for him. It doesn't need to actually get everything, how to say, anything on the east coast, not everything, anything. He doesn't need to get on the east coast. We do need to see Russia. Okay, another 2 settles. Looks like one is going to the north there on the eastern style. He's going to try to get that settle going for an extra amenity and get a water connection between him and England. Okay. I mean, he doesn't have yet that many trade routes to benefit from, only one, and no commercials on the horizon. You can actually see that he does have the gold available because of all of these silver tiles. The more theater squares, the more holy sites, the more shrines and temples and so on he's gonna get. He's actually gonna drop significantly when it comes with his gold generation. So being prepared in the mid to late game to actually get coastal trade routes between you and your opponent, you and your ally, is going to be something that he really needs to fix from an earlier stage. He needs to be prepared for that. I do see he's going for Magnus in the city of Yaroslav. Mohenjo-Daro is next to him, so DGS, I guess, is not going to care about their allies. Okay, never mind. Oh, where is DGS on his iron working? He's a 110 iron working. He does have his warriors moving to the south. The Hungarian archers are actually getting prepared over here to start shooting against this horse. And remember, all of these archers do have an extra +3 from the Raven King tank. The Platypus is starting to build a few more horses, and this is, I guess, not ideal for England to need to put up such a big defense here. This land might be a bit awkward for him to defend with as well, especially with the possible catapults that you can place to the north of Birmingham, and I'm pretty sure he can take out that city center relatively easily. We do have DGS also requiring a decent amount of iron. I only see 2 on him, but he does have 11 on Legenden, so that is gonna be good on that side. We do have a campus coming up from Debrecen. This is +3 over +4 actually over here, because he has the commercial. And yes, he's starting to get a decent amount of merchants now. He's on 9.2 grid merchant points a turn. Very nice for Hungary. We do have Moksha establishing in the city of Pest, and I do see he's finishing up his campuses from the other cities. This is only a +2 though. Makes me think why he didn't actually get the +3 to the west side or something over here. Anyway, it is what it is. We do have more builders. Maybe he's thinking that, you know, it's not worth to actually kill the chop and benefit from the chop itself. So I can't say I disagree with that. Let's take a look at Dido here, getting his campuses going as the next district. He's gonna get a decent campus over here next to Tyre. Sidon doesn't actually have a pretty good one, and he also needs his 4th population to place another district there. We're gonna need to see how he's gonna, well, at least a +1. He's gonna get at least a +1. Now on the Khmer, we do have him on 5 cities, going for commercials here. Angkor Wat is gonna build the first one, and I do see Prasads coming out already from his cities, putting down more holy sites for the extra faith. He's already on 78 faith a turn. He actually went really quickly over Elaphantguy's ability to get that faith generation going. Did mix up his districts interestingly with, you know, sprinkled in the campus here, got a commercial there, holy sites. We do need to see if this is actually gonna give him the bonuses. I did also notice Russia is preparing to build Colosseum. I'm very surprised that he's not actually using Magnus to get Colosseum in Smolensk, or if maybe he's thinking that he has it so fast that nobody's gonna even try to attempt to get that. He had a decent amount of chops to go for here. 1, 2, 3 that I can see, 4 actually, 4, 5, 6. Oh my god. Okay, so he had more than enough chops to get Colosseum quickly. On Aztec, we do have him actually with with a problem here. Indonesia did get a general, and he is going to protect himself quite nicely. I do see Indonesia is putting some archers on the front line there to take out the Aztec Eagle Warrior. Gotta be careful, man. You gotta be careful with this. It's quite nasty how that Eagle Warrior works. And we do have 2 bargaining horses. I do see horses being trained in Surabaya as well. He does have a builder to be able to chop and still did not actually use Aryabhata. We do have them locking the scientists for a while. Aztec passed it, Indonesia passed it, Hungary is making a few points, and then we do have England, Khmer, and Phoenicia making a few points each. We're going to need to see who's actually going to pick the next one and who's going to try to pick Hypatia. Okay, we do have also multiple builders coming out. Daethern is going for his commercials, but guys, I really want to point this out. I really want to point this out because it's quite important. Look at his production versus everybody else. So if you're in a game where you know nobody's gonna go for internals, sure, that this strategy works. If you're in a game where you know everybody's gonna go for internals, well, this happens to you. There's just everybody's gonna steam ahead of you because you went for how to say not so good campuses. We do have a +5 actually commercial coming up from Tenochtitlan. That's gonna give him the era score, and from how to say, from the government plaza, from it being a splendid campus, I mean, over +4. We do have him with both strategics improved. He's starting to get his amenities going. Cedric Malinanco does allow him to improve these 3 amenities here. I really hope he takes this cotton tile before Khmer actually, you know, just casually expands into it. He does need to expand 2 more tiles, and I'm pretty sure the next one is going to be the cotton tile. Now we do have also the religion of Khmer getting established in the Aztec cities. He has 2 of them going around. I see Teotihuacan is benefiting from 4 population now. He can try to place out another district here. It looks like he's getting a builder first, and then he's going to need to decide exactly what to do to get that going. He never actually settled another city to the south of Teotihuacan, which is going to give him a very, very good campus. That possible +6 over there on the stone. And of course, I do see this hurricane is starting to sniff around his cities. Maybe we will have some extra fertility. And let's see the war. Hungary actually did lose 2 of his archers to the English horses, and I do see Hungary is gonna get the opportunity to levy some more. Next up, we do have DGS getting these swordsmen right in the face of England, and you do see at the moment they're only benefiting from extra movement and from being levied, and the extra +3 combat strength from the Raven King trait. Orange is doing bad, yes, or I mean not doing bad, he's slower, I would say slower than everybody else. We're going to need to see if he does get to catch up later on. I do have to point out available strength on his units will be incredible if he manages to get the technological level to be at least at the same par with Legenden. I do see, of course, Legenden is just jumping up ahead, 31, 39. He has the production, he has the food, he doesn't have that many worries on him. Why are there no Arabia-Russia combos for free temples? Mostly because Arabia does require a lot of gold generation on your team, and Russia does so as well. So if you couple those together, you might actually have a disaster on your hands because of just a disaster. Also, Max the Joe, good evening, sir. Why is Russia building entertainment Colosseum setup? I think so. He's getting his arena, but it's going to be quite slow since he doesn't have the ability to chop that. He's using Yaroslav for example, for some reason to get government. Oh, he chopped horses. Okay, that's what happened. He chopped horses. There is a possibility after he did chop these horses to just move Magnus to Smolensk and get the chops for Colosseum as well. Mohenjo-Daro is going to be a good city for him, even though it's non-fresh water. Of course, with feed the wall, he can get the housing in there anyway, and we're going to need to see how he's going to expand here. Now we do have him with already 2, 4, 6, 7 cities settled, and Mohenjo-Daro is going to be his 8th. We do have him also acquiring the Great Rider points. He is on 3.4 Great Rider points, just got the first one. We do need to see also Hungary starting to get Zankian. He's actually the only one making Great Merchant points. That is very surprising to me, but I guess most of everybody else did go Harbor, so yeah, makes sense in some way. Now we do need to see also HF Steam over here getting his next settles. We do have a wave of builders which makes me think he already has, yeah, there we go, he already has feudalism. He did pre-build these builders until they ended up one turn away from being finished, and then switched the cards of got feudalism, switched the cards towards the +2 charges, and of course now we actually have him popping up all of these +5 builders from his cities. Now Pingala is establishing in Bradford. Bristol is probably going to be a good idea to get Reina in for those extra points. And we got a helicopter actually above our heads. It is what it is. Legenden is also starting to get cities on the western side. I'm actually quite curious, where is he gonna go? At least he did get Mataram here to the southwest of Masha Pahit. And I wouldn't be surprised he's gonna put another city over there to the south. I was expecting him to settle this island at least. He's gonna get a harbor. He's gonna get some some campuses here, like settle with, get a good campus and a harbor. Why not? You know, get sugar. He's not gonna have a lot of production though. Good thing is he did pick up God of the Sea, so if he does settle on the wheat tile, he's gonna have available sea resources here around that city to improve. He's probably definitely worried, actually definitely worried, not probably, definitely worried about Aztec. Aztec is starting to get more strength on his side. Let's actually take a look at his Eagle Warrior. He does have +1. Wait, what? He never actually improved? Okay, interesting. And Aztec did get Pantheon, by the way. Goddess of Festivals is going to be his choice here. For today, he does have a decent amount of plantation, so that extra culture there kind of makes sense, especially on these sugar tiles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh my god, it has a lot of wine, a lot of sugar, a lot of tobacco here, as well as some bananas. Not bad, not bad. And finally, he's gonna chop that stone tile, man, in Teotihuacan. Oh well, let's see. His production 46. Look, he's, oh my god, he's like 30% lower than everybody else in the game. That's the sacrifice he made for getting that discount. And I gotta ask you, do you think it's worth it to get that discount into one district for one for one district, or even for 2 districts? Hard to tell, huh? Hard to tell. We gotta take a look also on England. He's still trading punches with Hungary. Hungary pushing in, and it does look like the swordsmen are 6 turns away from actually getting de-levied. A cat is starting to build heavy chariots, and we still don't have an encampment yet put down by Hungary. We do see him actually using a Diplo quarter in his capital, and I gotta point out this Diplo quarter and the Government Plaza setup is actually gonna help out his traders sent to that city that has Magnus also. And I gotta say, each district in the game has its own bonuses for international trade routes and domestic trade routes. And the Government Plaza and the Diplo quarters are the best ones for those domestic trade routes, because you do get 1 production extra and 1 food extra. It's pretty good, especially if you couple it with Governor Magnus. Now, it's not really that, heard of to have these in a 7-pop city. He would require a lot more to get everything going, like 10, 13, 15 pop city over here, so he can get every district that he needs to. He needs to get a campus over there. He's gonna need an industrial zone. He's probably gonna need an encampment and so on. There are multiple things that you do need throughout the game, and you gotta pay attention to the late game as much as possible and count them down. What's the point in such a passive Aztec? Like the point was made earlier on the stream that he went for a discount, for the discount in his districts. As in, there's a rule that if you have more districts built than you have discovered as a technology or civic, that's the total amount, you do get a discount for the next one if you build it, like the next type if you build it. So sure, there is something over there. The only thing I did point out earlier, usually the gameplay, or I should say the meta in these games, is to actually go towards as much internal trade routes as you can from the beginning, and usually we do see like 95% of the time Aztec actually going for commercials at the beginning, even if he does have high campuses or very good campuses later on. Now, well, I guess we do. Oh no. Teotihuacan just put down an encampment. Okay, so I guess he's getting up for war now. We do, of course, have a lot of strength on him when it comes to the attack. Now his defense is going to be just the same. He doesn't get the same amount on the defense. Is this Hypatia? What did get taken here? I see Hypatia got taken, but it was, oh my god, he snatched it away. We do have Legenden getting Hypatia exactly away from his opponents over here, right in the face of Aztec. Very nice. Zankian did also get recruited by Hungary. He's going to get an extra trade capacity. Now we do have 10 more turns until the medieval era, so there still is quite a bit of time for the players to use their bonuses over here to develop and get the era score. Very important to get the era score for the next golden age, and we're gonna need to see exactly who is gonna get what. And sometimes we actually get some tiers over here because the players didn't actually get their golden ages, which is kind of looks like Valletta is actually going to be taken by Hungary over here, getting a connection city towards his ally, towards Elaphantguy, while he keeps on a CAD on the western side. I see England did manage to stabilize the defense, getting victory inside of that city, and we don't yet see Hungary putting down an encampment for a general, but I do see him using the power he's putting, or I should say the safety of these swordsmen on the west side to place another one of these settlers here. I don't know why he's going directly for the silk, but I guess he does want the extra amenity rather than anything else. That will open up a pathway towards England in the south through the mountains, and I gotta say there is an English scout over there which does have 2 promotions on it, sentry and alpine. Oh no, it's sentry actually. Okay, he just can see through the woods. He cannot move through the woods faster. Like if this would have been a plus, if he would have had the forest promotion and the hill promotion, he would have just managed to take that settler immediately as he crossed the river there. He doesn't see it though. He doesn't have the vision. He needs to be a bit closer so he can see the settler. Okay, so let's take a look at what's going on the seas here. Dido is starting to put that city on Pamukkale, and I do see Utica did get settled, got a few binaries out to scout out what's happening on the west side, and of course we do see admirals. We're going to see a lot of admirals just sailing away through the waters here, not really doing anything, and neither of them actually have an advantage from picking up the animals other than just some free units, maybe some free era score, maybe you get some traders saying he wink wink. And we do have also him putting down the commercials, and I do see he's finishing up his colons, going audience chamber here for a much taller empire. And we do have Hungary actually putting us an archer to take a look at this. I'm very how to say, surprised we didn't see the city of Tyre put another city to the west side. Maybe he's that worried about the Hungary's ability to get some units against him, even though I think this land would have been easily defended. There's a 1-tile choke over here, and if you really want to put a city on the 2-1 tile here, have good adjacency on the eastern side for the Cothons and for how to say, and the production coming out from the mines and the good campus, so it should have been fine all in all. Now going for taller cities is going to allow him to get the extra population and more districts all around, so I guess all in all it's still going to be good. We do need to take a look at the production here, and we do have Elaphantguy actually managing to get the most production in the game, 102 production points and 90 points of faith. You gotta take into account the face generation alongside these production points and turn it into production points, because he can convert it using his monumentality era to get those builders, to get those settlers. Basically it is converting his bonuses here in the faith. We do have Smolensk finishing up arena in 2 turns. He took it a while to take Mohenjo-Daro, but he did it, and now he's getting his Lavra. He's going to need to get to rebuild what Mohenjo-Daro did there, monument and granary. Well, he just repaired them and he's fine. And we do have Reina established in Moscow for the trade bonuses towards England, and of course he is starting to put down multiple harbors here. Tver, Moscow, maybe we're going to see another one here. I did notice a commercial in Yaroslav, so there we go. Another 3 possible traders can come out, and that will give him the necessary gold he will need to upkeep his cities, his necessary districts, armies, and whatever he wants. On Khmer, though, we don't have such a big expansion. Actually, he did get a bit of military here to try to put pressure on Indonesia. Neither Khmer nor Aztec did manage to get a general out. We do have Alco trying to get an encampment training project, and since he doesn't have ranged units to attack into these horses and dwindle the strength of the horses before he goes in with his own units, that's just not going to be easy to push. I'm actually a bit surprised we do have Magnus established in Surabaya instead of Victor. I guess we're going to need to see if Legenden is going to switch something. I do like that Legenden is keeping up in the stats towards both of them, and you can see how much it mattered that he got all of those amazing campuses and how to say his traders going. We do have him with this +10, we do have him with this +8, and now he does have available coursers. These are going to be quite problematic here, especially since this general works with the coursers also. So he's going to go against, he can go against the units of Khmer and even Aztec quite easily over here. Might even do significant damage with this attack. Oh my god, he's going on the offense over here. Legenden is gonna start his campaign of ravaging his opponent. I guess we do need to see who is gonna be on the receiving end of all of that courser attack. 246 units coming up here with the heavy chariots on the go. He does have a second general in the north with two of these coursers going towards the Aztec nation. Aztec is scrambling to get his encampments built, and we do see he's gonna finish two of them next turn. That's still gonna require him to get the generals here. England is 3 points out, Khmer is 3 points out, while it doesn't look like Aztec is gonna get the general. How can this be? Well, that's really unfortunate that he's not gonna get the general. Really unfortunate. Well, it is what it is. We do have England also with the opportunity to trade towards Aztec, and we do see that he's getting walls in Birmingham to defend against these attacks coming up from Hungary, even though his forces are doing quite well to keep up with the necessary damage. Platypus did get a quadrim. I'm thinking that might have been actually one of his admirals that is switching into a quadrim. I don't remember exactly the name of it, but it is what it is. Now we do have him also managing to get safely to the south. England just moving his scout away, and I do see DGS is starting to expand quite a bit here. We got 1, 2, 3 settlers on the way, 4th city Valletta, and another wave of settlers coming out from Buda and Debrecen. He did settle Sekesfervar in the north over here. Oh, sorry, that's a mouthful. The favorite is BMT or GBL? That's a good question. I would say at the moment the favorite is GBL. I would say by the positioning of the teams, by what they're doing over here, it does look like they're getting the drop, for example. So we were thinking, and ideally we were thinking that Indonesia is going to be the one on the receiving end of the damage, not the dealing end of the damage. So it looks like he's going to have the bigger stick here, and we do see that Legenden is managing to two-shot these Khmerian horses, and this is a big problem, actually, a very big problem. He's putting a lot of pressure also on Aztec. He does have the general actually that needs to move also. It's a bit later. He does have another courser attack going towards Tenochtitlan, and I'm pretty sure we got, there we go, England getting that general over here, snatching it away from his opponent. It's gonna be a problem for one of the two. I think Aztec is not gonna get it. Yeah, Aztec is not gonna get the general. Khmer is gonna get the general, but still the extra technology that his opponent is benefiting from is allowing him to use higher strength units, and you do see that Alco is scrambling to get his stirrups and divine right. Valletta has been defeated. Hungary just got an extra city, which is gonna get him closer to Russia. We do have 6 more turns until the next era, and a lot of them are going for monarchy for the next tier government. Looks like Colosseum is getting chopped, but not with Magnus. He did actually get Oracle over here on Yaroslav, so he's gonna need to put Pingala in there if he actually wants to use Oracle to its maximum effectiveness. We do have this Colosseum that will actually hit multiple cities. Over here I do see 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 4, 6. That's actually Solicams is in range. 2, 4, 6, 7. Tver is not. 2, 4, 6, 7. Moscow is not in range. I also want to point out about Apadana over here in St. Petersburg, not only giving the bonus, the adjacency bonus towards his theater square in the middle of these two wonders, but he's also gonna get 2 extra wards to work there and to have there in the capital city. And since he's using Moksha in the capital city, getting more works later on in the game will allow him to have more tourism. You do have this curator advantage here, the 100% tourism for great works of art, music and writing in the city. Best thing you can do is actually plug the music in and get all of those bonuses. Can carry the game in solo here. Wait, whom? Oh my god, look at Indonesia's follow-up attack, by the way. This is amazing from Legenden. Oh my god. The city of Angkor Wat is being put under siege, has 4 courses that can actually hit that city distance. Actually a few of them are hitting from across the river, but I guess it's fine. We do have Angkor Wat actually getting the walls in 2 turns, and Legenden might take the city before that city gets walls up. That is gonna be a major issue here. Major issue. That's the city where he had an encampment, man. Oh no, that's his only encampment. We do have also Indonesia putting some courses to the pillage to get the pillages going. He's probably going to take away the encampment of Tenochtitlan and trying to get some pillages here. He doesn't really one-shot the Eagle Warriors, but you can see the significant damage that he's doing. The follow-up attack with heavy chariots that will turn into knights will be a big problem also for Aztec and Khmer, putting a lot of pressure on their economy here. Looking at their economic numbers, we got 19, 12, 7 and 38, while on the other side we got already 35, 9, 21 and 71 for Age of Steam. On the production side, if you take a look at the yields tab here, we still have Daethern, and I gotta say, look how much it mattered that his choices at the beginning. Look how much it matters throughout the game over here. He is half the production of everybody else in the game. Temple City dying. Yeah, Indonesia prepared for defense, but changed her mind. Yeah, he was like, you won't come to me, I will come to you. And boom, I'm gonna put a flag on your city over there. It's gonna be mine. Well, we do need to see how also Hungary is going to manage to use his extra cities over here to try to go against his opponent. DGS did choose to go wider in the empire, and that will allow him to get more stats, but a little bit later in the game. He is starting to get those traders going towards his capital city, and like I said, he did max out, he is trying to max the bonuses that he's getting from each of these traders. These are actually quite strong. I would say, like, what? Let me take a look at this. Ooh, Angkor Wat. Oh, okay, never mind. The walls went up. That's, I guess, the city is safe right now. One of these courses did die. We do need to see how Legenden is gonna try to do this afterwards. He can do some damage, not enough though. Oh my god, look at this. 5 units actually needed to shoot that courser down. And we do have Legenden actually going into Tenochtitlan's Government Plaza, pillaged it at least one time. The audience chamber got burned to a crisp. He's getting 2, 4, 6, 8 more of these heavy chariots that will turn into knights. He's probably waiting to get the gold generation going, and of course get the half cost card for them. We do have Legenden also needing to get that era score. He does have 7 more points until the next era, and this is actually quite a good subject to talk about here. We do have Daethern, 42 out of 50 points, needed points to get to the next golden age, and it doesn't look like he will get the opportunity to have the safety to go for those points. That's a problem. Now we do have Porch, 43 out of 43. Looks like he's gonna need 11 more. He needs 54 if he wants to go there. Alco did manage to establish his with 52-51. Platypus is 10 points away and he's still getting pressured. No, he's not actually getting pressured anymore. He has a theater square coming up from Sheffield and he did choose to actually go for city parks here. Interesting choice, but I guess he did get quite a few of those amenities going. His people are happy, so you know, can't blame anything here. He does have very good campuses next to these geothermals, actually managing to get to 59 science and 58 culture. Over DGS's available points. Production is not the same though, not the same. Biggest issue here, I would definitely say it's the golden age. We'll see if he manages to get it. DGS also 5 points out, pretty close to getting that golden age. He does need a few more advantages. He did get monarchy, because I see foreign ministry is coming up here. He might get to choose a few city states, a levy, and so on and so forth. Especially a cat, for example, does require another levy there. We do have Elaphantguy, 83 out of 67, did finish Colosseum in his main cities, and I do see we do need to take a look over here what's happening. Another one of those courses did go down, and it looks like Alco still has his general over here and needs to be careful to keep it, and he's pillaging as much as possible his opponent's mines, which will give him the funds to put into these night upgrades in Surabaya. Oh my god, this is perfect. Like, more of these waves of attacks going against his opponent is not gonna give any kind of breathing room for Aztec and Khmer, even though Khmer is a bit more flexible because he does have the monumentality and he has a decent amount of face generation going. Aztec is in trouble, big trouble. He just doesn't have the stats, doesn't have the production to work with what he needs over here. Now we do need to take a look next. We got Legenden 54-58, needs 4 more points to get there. And looking at his available technologies here, he just got stirrups. He's getting guilds in 3. Okay, is he getting any +4 harbors? I think he got, no, this wasn't a +4, or was it? This was a +4 actually, so this was okay, this was a +4. He got a city on another continent. Plymouth actually got settled towards him. He did get a boat, and I don't think he has time to actually get to wait, did he get mercenaries or not? I'm trying to figure out if he has time to actually get the knighted for the Jong or not, but doesn't look like he's having that option. Of course, again, city states can be levied. He can get some points from that. Can be pieced, and he can get some points from that. So still, there are a few options for him to get the era score. We do have Hannibal, also 6 points out, and Age of Steam is trying to get industrial zone logistics. He did place down his first industrial zone and got the workshop in it. Already the city of London is working on 40 production points, and looking at his great engineer count, he's doing projects, and he really wants Emotep here. And we do have him with 2 projects actually coming up next. It looks like we do have him trying to get Colossus in Bristol, and yes, he's going to need the Emotep to actually get to finish that quickly. Looking at how many turns we have, we got only 2 more turns to see how this is gonna go. Now looks like Indonesia keeps on pillaging the tires of his opponent here, and yeah, he's gonna run these courses directly into his opponent's grasp. But I gotta say, the next wave of attack is gonna be the important one. Has 2 generals over here right in the front line, and as you can see, Legenden's coursers did significant damage to the tiles, the commercials. The government plaza is burning, the campus of his opponent is burning. Aztec did go down to 33 science and 41 culture, still only on 52 production. Okay, courser attack. Take it out, man. Take it out. Okay. Well. Oh my. I gotta say, these knights really need to be careful where they're going. I mean, Angkor Thom over here, if he doesn't have something to take out the walls, it's not gonna be easy to take out. The knights just take way too much damage attacking into that city center, and you do see the 55 strength city center there with the enhanced defenses, with the river defense, with the swordsman inside, and it's just too powerful. Maybe Hariharalaya, maybe going through the middle cities of Khmer will be a better option, since Khmer doesn't have GMC. He doesn't have the ability to buy out units with faith, so that actually puts him at a bit of a disadvantage here, needing for him to use his production points to get these units out instead of going for the sim behind all of this attack. Let's quickly take a look at the culture points here. We don't actually have anybody doing that much culture. We do have it's Elaphantguy doing 62 tourism a turn. Not bad actually for this time. It's definitely not bad. Looks like Legenden is going to choose to actually get his general back so he can use it with a couple with the knights here, and he might actually want to finish off the job on Khmer's units. Alco is trying to go machinery in 3 and medieval fairs in 2. It looks like he's quite far away from getting how to say these horses upgrades into coursers, but he is gonna get a knight, which again will boost the city strength considerably, the base city strength considerably. Emote for mausoleum, extra charge immediately. I mean, that makes sense. That makes sense. Let's actually see if he's gonna put it down here. Let's see the first moves also here. Doesn't look like anybody's first moving anything. We do have Legenden trying to get out of there. He doesn't have a... now he has a promotion. Do it! Do it! Promote it! There we go. That is a safe one. And of course this knight can actually one-shot the archer to the south. It looks like Alco is trying to figure out exactly what to do here. While Legenden is... I'm not sure if he's watching what's going on with that one unit of his. He's not watching. I don't know where he is watching, but he wasn't there. I'm pretty sure he could have saved that. He just needed to move it in the 2-2 tile and take out this archer, and that was it. Now looks like Legenden's knights are going to the southwest. They are going to meet one knight of Khmer on the battlefield here in the forest, and you do see that his general got pushed back. He's going to need a bit of time to actually get it back on the front line. Shunzu only has 4 movement, while these knights also have more. 4 those coursers who did have 5. Went 6 with the general. Oh well. Let's see. Era score generation. We're last turn, right? Last moment of the day. Daethern 6 points out. Porch 7 points out. Alco did go over it. The Platypus 6 points out. Oh my god. So we do have Buy Me Trader with unfortunately a situation that they might lose 3 of their golden ages and only Alco managing to get his. While on the other side we do have everybody managing to get to the golden age. Everybody. 55, 87, 58, 52. Now let's see that mausoleum though. See, is it here? Yeah, it's here. Where's oh look, Imhotep is actually getting Colossus. I think he's banking on the next one to actually get that. Jarek calling it out. Legenden is MVP, and yeah, it does seem like he's doing a lot to actually put the pressure on Khmer and Aztec. This is gonna help them a lot. Be stronger in the next part of the game. This will take away from a lot of the tempo of Montezuma. And oh my god, disaster strikes. We do have normal age enjoyers coming up from Buy Me Trader, while Alco, by the looks of it, is going to be the only one who managed to get that golden age. Again, then still is using his horses to coursers to actually get how to say, get the pillages going and taking away a bit more science from Aztec is yes going to be important. We do need to see also if Legenden is going to actually put the pressure correctly on his opponent over here. I'm a bit sad that we do see him losing units that shouldn't be lost here. I'm pretty sure he's just having to deal with the sim in his main cities, and then on the front line he just doesn't have enough attention and having that attention at the correct moment in time, because that's actually unfortunate. You know, sometimes your opponent attacks into you and you just don't have the screen there, so you can't react properly. So you gotta be careful exactly how you place your units, or try to do the first moves, try to schedule them in your brain to do the first moves or the last moves in such an order that you get those units safe and you don't give a free attack for your opponent to benefit from. We do have actually Hungary getting quite big over here. DGS so in 11 cities and getting more. 12 city coming up next. With there is a possible attack from England onto PEX over here. You do see quite a few swordsmen with a general are coming next door to that city center, and we do have Victor establishing there, and I'm pretty sure DGS shouldn't be that far off. There we go from the next tech. His castles in 110, diplomatic service in 2. I'm gonna talk about the golden ages right after we actually get into the next after the congress, because we got the congress in 110. I do have to point out SND is also casting, by the way. SNDZ is his Twitch. Now we do have a significant difference in production, though. Elaphantguy hunted way too big over there. I think I'm second slot if I'm not mistaken. Hello. Yeah, I go B gold. SND. I go B gold U. Okay, so there we go. Plus, so we got 2 minutes and we're gonna come back. World Congress. Let's see. Why do they ask a break? No. Okay. So what happened in the World Congress? First is first. Let's see. Faith minus 50 faith. Ooh, I mean, Russia can come out swinging with some fast units going against Khmer there. Diplomatic victory also on Elaphantguy, and that opens up options there. And trade policy, international trade routes to Aztec will be minus 4 gold. I guess England is sending them there, and that actually ate quite a bit into their economy. Now let's see, we do have the attack of Indonesia into Khmer. Khmer still doesn't have coursers here, but he does have a few knights, and I do see the units of Indonesia still benefit from a general. I guess also Khmer does have a general there. We didn't have him manage to pass through the mountains here, and that's a bit unfortunate. It does look like Indonesia again lost a unit that he shouldn't have. We do need to see also each of their bonuses here. Well, free inquiry, and that's normal age. Pem Russian voice this time for Jaya Varman the 7th. He is 3 turns away from getting Grandmaster Chapel, and he does have 623 banked up with 95 per turn. Also, why don't we see faith units? There is no faith war. No, we actually whenever there's gonna be somebody trying to go for any kind of faith pressure, they're just gonna get condemned by the units. It's not easy. It's actually, I would say, close to impossible to get religious victory. We do have DGS going for a second Pan-Russian voice. He did jump up in the science and the culture, 71-71. He does have 178 production, while England next to him does benefit only from 115. And I do see he did levy a cat, and he still has major problems in the city of Debrecen with that exploding volcano. We're going to need to see if he's going to have enough units over here to defend himself against this English incursion. I would actually say that Platypus is just just using these units to get a defense going, not actually a powerful attack. I do see heavy chariots being pre-built, so maybe that's going to be what he's going to use against Hungary, even though I'm pretty sure DGS with coursers should be able to withstand that. Wait, somebody actually got caravels? Dido got caravels? Against whom? Oh, he just got a caravel. Okay, never mind. Merchant Republic, probably bonuses and so on. Anyway, Elaphantguy, 52 science, 154 culture, 220 production with 187 faith. Did finish Colosseum, getting campus in St. Petersburg. That's a 10 pop city. We do have him finishing up pyramids, and he's just getting bigger. He's gonna finish Mahabharata Temple in 2, getting the ability to finish up his religion. And I do have to point out, he's gonna get the 2 extra Diplo points over there from Mahabharata Temple. That will put him that much closer to that Diplo victory. He's on 4 out of 20, will be on 6 out of 20. If he gets civil engineering, and he will get civil engineering quickly, he's gonna get to build the Statue of Liberty in the coast in the north, which will allow him to get I would say to get 3 more points, putting him around 2 congresses, I would say, from getting the Diplo victory. We do have also Legenden with 91 science and 62 culture. The opposing team next to him, or the opposing players next to him, do benefit from 53 and 20. He manages to stay ahead of them quite nicely here, getting his foreign ministry going, and did get wave after wave of attack against their opponents. Now we do have Hannibal also 117 and 42. Looks like they're asking for a break or something. I like a break to... I don't know what EOT means. End of turn? Okay. End of turn, I guess. Yeah, he's still 52 production. This is just... This is a bit of a disaster over here for him, and it just goes to show, and I gotta point this out. It just goes to show how much you do need to put the importance on your district sequence. I would say build sequence. Oh, looks like we do have a 3-way war over here in the CWC wildcard. Veteran Takimri, State Company, and Chilbro will need to get to play a tie break. They're all at the same points, and yeah, we're gonna need to see how fast they're gonna get the wins against each other. Asbestos Amoeba, thank you so much for explaining. End of turn, indeed, it is what it is. Yeah, let's finish with the points here, the golden age points, and then I guess we're gonna take that pause. Pen Russian voice coming up from Legenden. Okay, he does have 119 production for the ministry, multiple harbors coming out. He's gonna get more traders, and he did start to couple his economy with England, probably using both of them using Visselbanken. We do have also Hannibal, 117.42 with free inquiry. Interesting choice for him to go free inquiry in this situation, because well, he doesn't really need that much science. We do have him needing quite a bit of civics though. We do have him putting down a mausoleum, never actually finished it. Getting a few more settlers going. Looks like he's actually going to settle in the southern coast. Elaphantguy does have horses between him and the Khmer. He knows how far away his opponent is, even though I still find it doubtful that he's going to do an attack there. The production difference alone seems to be a good game. Elaphantguy on 165 culture with no defenses. Alco getting pillaged. I think this is over soon. Well, I guess we're going to need to see how they're going to try to solve these issues, and if there's going to be anything different there. Why not spread religion to your allies? Doesn't matter, take too much time. Well, there are bonuses and bonuses about the religion being spread to your allies. Some religious beliefs, for example, don't actually give anything to your allies. For example, choral music is not going to help at all. Yeah, it's not gonna help for nothing Aztec from having it, because he doesn't have any holy sites, so his shrines and temples are gonna be non-existent. There are some beliefs that can be used to actually convert your allies and allow them to get bonuses from Zen meditation being one of them. And of course, we've seen this happen in other games. Not this one though, not this one. Khmer did want his bonuses for himself, of course, for the music, and he knew that Aztec is, I want to say, not gonna benefit from it, so it's fine. He's not going his own religion. Also, Cherub 900 pointing out a good important thing here. Russia and Hungary do have a lot of territory. Yeah, it's incredible how much they got to spread here. I gotta say, it's incredible. We do have 5 more minutes to go actually. And let me put a timer up on the screen. Give me a second. So 53 would mean we're at, what are we now? 6 more minutes. 6 more minutes, okay. Countdown timer, what is it? There we go. Countdown timer. So we're gonna be back in 6 minutes, guys. Oh. Looks like we're starting to see the team pluses coming around here. 16, 15 seconds. Let's go, let's go. Even Indonesia had time to settle down another island. Yeah, I mean, he's fine. He's going to be away from danger here. He's going to stay alive, get to vote in the Congress, no problems, no issues, especially since Aztec doesn't manage to get his stats up. This is going to be quite a problem for them in the next part of the game because they can't get the damage up against Indonesia. At the same, I did mention he needs to keep up with the science points to be on the same level as his opponent to actually make good use out of that extra damage he's benefiting from his amenities. I gotta also point out Daethern over here does really need to improve his amenities. That's one of the things that he's not benefiting from at the moment. Only +1 or maybe not even because he got pillaged or something, and that's way too weak for what kind of advantages he would have had. I think +2. I think he has +2 at the moment. Let me double check this. +2. Yes, he does +2. Tobacco and marble. He needs to improve amber. +3. Sugar +4. I guess that's about it. Did I miss anything here? No, I think it's fine. Okay, so we do have a few more damage dealt over, a bit more damage dealt over here by Indonesia into the lands of Khmer. He still is forcing Khmer to get as many units out as possible, and I do see he's preparing to attack into this knight over here. He can double attack it, and it might actually the two knights will probably deal more damage against that knight defending. Khmer is in trouble. He's definitely in trouble. I would I say he also needs to prepare another wave of units, another wave of heavy chariots over here in his main cities. While yes, he's getting encampments out. I think Legenden does have a good chance of getting either calves or cuirassiers, which will be a big problem to handle for both Khmer and Aztec. Aztec more than Khmer. We do have a Khmer going for his, let's see, he's on 52 science and 90 culture, but then Daethern is on 24, actually 4 times less than Legenden. That's a major problem here. Also, he's getting quite pillaged, and unfortunately it doesn't look like he can deal properly with all of this attack. He's trying to get anti-cav units in the form of pikemen, which yes will help him do the damage, the exact damage that he needs to do against Indonesia. The production though, it's eating away at his capacity to reinforce the units he has. In the lands of Russia, we do have him getting theater square festivals going. He's going to finish Mahabodhi Temple next turn, and I do see libraries are going to finish. He did get the Hanging Gardens as well next to St. Petersburg, getting extra growth in all of his cities and some extra housing in some of his cities. I do see St. Basil Cathedral is coming up from Solikamsk. In BBG, St. Basil Cathedral, if I remember correctly, does give you one extra relic, which is not this one, Basil, right? Basil, St. Basil Cathedral. Worth one relic, there we go. And 100% tourism, religious tourism from the city, +1 food, +1 production, +1 culture. I'm actually a bit amazed he didn't try to build it from St. Petersburg. Does seem like it would have been a much better choice just to get that religious tourism going. Anyway, it's fine. It's fine. We do have on the west side actually Hungarian Black armies starting to get their places over here to defend against England, and you do see the damage counters between the swordsmen and the Black armies. It's just overwhelming for the Black armies. We do have some crossbows also for good measure. He did levy them up from a CAD, and he's using them for a defense. I do have to point out that this one, for example, does have promotion available, and yes, it is important to actually get those promotion points going. Adding +5, +7 strength to your units is gonna help you deal with the opposing army much easier. How do you get relics? Is there 100% get relic mechanic? We do have a few free relics from wonders. I'm not sure exactly about all of the wonders, but I know St. Basil is one that gives you a free relic over there. There is also a mechanic with apostles, if I remember correctly. They do have a promotion, martyr promotion, and if it dies it just gives you a relic. Candy also, you can use candy as a city state. You use it, and whenever you're going to find a new wonder on the map, you're going to get a free relic in your empire. It's quite powerful on how to say on Congo. Seb asking us, is there a tribal village still living? No, they were a bit, they were quite thorough in taking their tribal villages by the looks of it. I don't see one in the south over here, and let's actually take a look in the middle. I don't think in the middle we're gonna find any. No. They scouted this properly. Maybe on one of the islands we're gonna have one or two tribal village. For example, this one. Yes, two of them. Look at this. These guys are actually living on their own island over here with crabs and the fish. And this one is in the middle of a big one. And we got a GG. Wait, wow. They actually got a pause and then GG'd. Unbelievable. We got a winner. It looks like Gold Buy Library is going to win this game against Buy Me Trader in the first matchup of the CWC qualifiers. Woo! Let's go. Yeah, same as yesterday. Exactly. Heinig Dave calling it out. Same as yesterday. Well, it is what it is. We do have them managing to get Russia with so much culture over there, with quite a bit of tourism, and had a lot of space for him to develop cities. He was far away from his opponents. They couldn't get to him properly. He was adding up all of those diplo points, and was how to say that his opponents had a big issue with, for example, keeping Indonesia over here off their backs. Aztec did have trouble to get his stats up, and unfortunately that actually was a big one, a very big one, when the units of Indonesia came against him. Age of Steam was just getting bigger. He was getting a lot more production. He was already on 186. I'm pretty sure he would have gotten a lot more when he would have gotten to his factories and coal power plants. And Hungary did like to expand so quickly over here with Ancestral Hall. He got so many cities to benefit from. I do want to also double check if they are gonna go for a post game. Yes, let's actually hear it out from the players, what they thought about the game, what were their mistakes, what were their strong points.
Settlers in the ancient era.
Yeah, that's what you should have probably done. That's what I did.
It's all
Isn't I feel like that's incredibly greedy, and I probably would have just, like, I don't know. But I guess that's what I should have done. But
Why, hello there. GG, well played.
Good game.
I don't know about GG. GG for that.
I don't know about well played. GG though.
Yeah. Well, Russia spawning over there in the south. You didn't know about it, but it is, yeah. Well,
He has really. I'm
far
looking
away
at his
from
spawn
everybody.
right now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and we know, like, there's Free Sim, Age of Steam, Vicky, and so, like, eventually, you know,
I mean, to
our
be
Vicky
honest,
Golds
Free
versus
continents here.
Hungary, but the other Vicky just has Free Sim to just scale huge.
yeah. What happened with Indonesia? Like, what was your plan to contain him or attack from the beginning? How did you think of approaching the Indonesia?
I just thought he was going to play way more defensively, to be honest. I didn't really expect him to actually, like, have coursers as early
I
as
didn't
he did.
expect him to come at coursers.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought he was probably just going to see you spawn 2v1 and then he was going to play more defensively, and I wouldn't really need to worry about defending too much. I mean, yeah, the courser timing was decent.
Well, to be honest, he did try to play defensively, and then he saw none of you had armies up, so he was like, okay, let's go for some pillages, boys. Whee!
Yeah, I thought I'd be able to respond in time, and I kind of did when he just had the horses, but yeah, as soon as he like went back and upgraded them, it was more tricky.
Yeah. Also, another question
Go ahead,
for Phoenicia, Ancestral Hall instead of Audience Chamber? Well,
I mean, that was probably the play there. I was hoping there was an opening that we were gonna have some sea fight, and then when I realized it was not, it was too late. I could have done it,
I see.
like, done like 15 cities.
So
It was-
you are preparing for the caravel timing instead of preparing for more cities. Okay.
Yeah, that's why I didn't go. I should have gone Pembrokeshire Voice there, and I should have gone Ancestral and probably built like 16 cities and filled all that space. But the Chinguetti kill, honestly,
The fact that they had access to this Chinguetti kill is just, like, unlucky for us. Because that
No,
just
not
takes
even
away
that.
all of them. It just takes away your space, and
Oh, I had so much space. That wasn't the issue.
well, I mean, you have more space to the north, but it like, and it puts a pressure, like a new front line on us, right? Like,
Yeah, I probably
if
should.
this city was able to have like be free, right? And now he has York down here. It's like now we don't have any control over this coast at all. And
I needed to settle the Levantine coast, or Levantine Sea coast, and stop some of their traders.
Yeah, the position is very unfortunate for you. That
Yeah, that I
You-
spawned on the wrong side. I needed to spawn on the other side. If I
yeah,
spawned on
you
the other
need to
side, I
kind of
think I was
guess
good.
that LPQI has to be on the right side.
It was just such a good city for me there. Like just for I knew Hungary was there, so I was like, if I set up LPQI, and Hungary almost got a city on my settler.
Yeah, but it's
But I was
extremely hard for
settling.
you because you can't find me early, really.
Yeah, I
Unless
couldn't
you meet
find
the
you,
boat.
and then I found an elephant warrior that was kind of sitting there, and then he sniped what was Stamp Wonder that screwed me on my golden Hanging Gardens. The turn I was getting, he chopped, I think, and then we just didn't have golden. So I wish we didn't remap the first map because I really like the first map for us.
Yeah, our spawns in the first
Our
map were
positioning was
really, really
super
good.
I mean,
Yeah,
my spawn on
Indonesia
Indo
would have
was like
died.
almost borderline technical again.
Yeah.
I mean, this one's really good though. This one, I mean, you have what is these plus 10?
Yeah,
campus?
this one is good, but the other
Plus-
one was like
plus-
no tutorials. So.
A plus 10 and a plus 8 in your first two cities, or whatever, 6 and 8, and then
yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, +3, +4, but then it's like +4 and +5 with the God Plaza, right? So,
yeah, so
pretty good.
it's pretty nice. And then we just made some silly mistakes, you know.
I guess needed to open 6 cities instead of protecting my tiles with scouts and slingers.
But it was GG. I mean, Elephant used his space wisely. Really nice spawn.
I do have a question
Yeah.
for Elaphantguy about St. Basil placement. Why not the cap? Why not in the cap?
Cap's got to build other stuff.
Sorry?
The cap has to build other stuff.
Okay.
I have another question. Was this turn 45 theology, Elephant? Explain.
I didn't need it.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know why you're upset about the theology timing. I literally did not need it. I got triggered feudalism because I skipped that, which got me more build charges, which skilled me better. And I was building districts. I was making districts and settlers, dude. I wasn't building temples.
Okay,
I didn't tech temples, but I didn't need temples, did you ask? No, the capital needs to get my science up, right? I need to get science, I need to get a God Plaza building, and I probably am going to make Patala Palace out of the temple for Diplo and card slot. So it has like 4 or 5 important things that the capital needs to do, and the capital needs to get like an art museum probably as well. Like pretty high priority that I get artwork in the Moksha City. It's a little bit more value than getting it in Solmask. So St. Basil's in the capital is like, I'm never gonna have the time to actually build that. I'd rather make it in a city that like has Magnus in it, right? I could probably chop out the St. Basil's in like 4 turns, maybe.
Okay.
I've just been kind of delaying because I've got 3 chops available, and so I'm letting the tech, the number of techs I have go up, so the chops are more value. So, like, Magnus can get that thing done, but the capital, it would take too long. I got other things I need to do. Like the university in the capital is really important. I need to get my science above 150 by turn 80 for a pretty decent CV timing, and it has campus in that city, and there is no campus in Solmask, so I gotta prioritize getting the cities with campuses in them, building the campuses up right now. It's a very high priority. Otherwise, I have a bad computers timing, and I have a bad industrialization timing. So yeah, it's just St. Basil's and Cap. I just can't prioritize that.
I mean, I think it's a really good St. Basil's where it's at, right? It's just a whole,
Yeah, it's great where
there's
it's
a
at.
whole bunch of nice things it's gonna be.
But OnSpot was asking why didn't I place it in the capital?
No, I think it's good where you're at because you
Right.
lose a bunch of tiles because of all the stuff you have in the cap. Just for that fact.
Yeah, that too.
Why didn't you take Valletta and have Hungary take like the COD?
I killed him 100 Hungry levied a COD, so he's never gonna kill that. That's free units. It makes units for him that have +4. We can re-levy it.
Yeah, like my
And he can use the ACAD bonus on his other levies to threaten city centers.
They have
guys
like
have
So-
6
city-state
crossbows
kills
running
too?
around. It's insane. Like, and they are for free, like, right? Like these crossbows costed me like 60 gold to upgrade all of them, and they actually hold a night line. Like,
I also initially really didn't want to kill Balada because I thought there was a potential that Indonesia might be in trouble in the future and might want to faith by walls. So I kind of liked that it was pocket. But he just said, I have forces, I'm eating it. And I was like, alright, sure. And by that time, I'd already eaten my 100 RL, so.
Yeah, I forgot you killed that. You guys have 3 city-states, which is pretty nice.
Yeah, we had 3 city-state kills, and we had a lot of city-state control, so it was... this Hungary pick worked out for us today.
Yeah, every time we've
Yeah.
played against Hungary, they like end up with really nice like city states to levy. Either the city state shits out units, or they're like really nicely positioned.
Yeah, with the
Right,
CS
and every
changes
time
to
we-
make them harder to kill, I think it also like inadvertently kind of buffed Hungary, because it means the city-states linger a little bit longer than they used to. They don't die as much on
Also,
turn
every
34.
time that we play Hungary, the city-states
the
are
opposite.
completely a rel.
Yeah.
Like, they never build any units. They, like, spawn right next to you guys and don't build anything, so they just die immediately.
Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna kill a cod right after dockyards, but he got it levied before I got horses over there. I went dockyards into horses. But
It
Oh,
was
the good thing
painful
that it
for
doesn't
him
defend
to
your
place a city there also on the volcano. Just exploded so many times.
On your
yeah,
button?
I kind of fucked up my river with my cap. My entire river is kind of awkward. So I thought, okay, I forward sell him over there and can spam out horses later to not let him go freeze him.
Yeah.
Then I saw a card and was like, okay, a card can really pressure him on to stay on Birmingham and not expand to the north. Like,
yeah,
if he's
you
trying to
you
expand
kept
to
me
the north,
on.
you're fucked there.
Yeah, well, I had land on the coast to the west by Khmer and Aztec that I could settle, and then I had a third continent on an island to the north. I spawned on a Vicky on a continent split, so I got 2 traders really early.
3 continent Aztec, too. That's why we kept the map, I think, just because, like, our spawns were okay. And,
You
like,
shouldn't-
I had...
I don't think you lose this game on spawn.
No, I don't think we.
No,
lose.
no,
yeah,
I
I
don't
don't-
think so.
I think.
Yeah, we
it's
definitely
unfortunate.
should have completely played how we did against Indonesia completely differently. We should have pressured them much more early. The issue is that one city was just like completely blocked off the choke, and then there was quite a big mountain range.
Yeah, if you guys
I mean,
pressure
yeah.
Indo and I settled the other coast, and we put pressure on England, stop the trade routes, it's a different game. Because I have
Yeah, I don't think if you
Decent
settle the
stuff.
coast, though, that city just dies. I don't know. Like, you need to settle, like, multiple cities on the coast at the same time, and, like, get a bunch of boats out of them all at the same time.
no. That's
that
the
they don't-
point. Is settling the other coast.
That's ancestral, it's just ancestral.
Yeah,
no?
yeah.
Like, you can build us out, you top boats out.
Exactly.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
kind
we-
of worried that I might settle my coast and start making biremes.
I was
I've got
really
to go
going
back.
there.
GG's.
GG.
GG.
I was really going there. I was planning on taking Chinguetti like fairly quickly, and Vicky, yeah, Age of Steam got it really nice timing from Hannibal on it.
Well, have a good evening, guys, and thank you for allowing me to stream. Good game.
Good game.
Yeah.
Thanks, Mike.
Maybe.
Michael.
Michael.
So, have a good evening, everybody. Thank you so much, my boy 55, for the follow. Much appreciated. Welcome to the stream. This puts at an end this week, I guess, with the final win being on Goal by Library going against Buy Me Trader. I do have to point out we're tomorrow we're gonna have a post, but then we're gonna need to see what games will be scheduled on Tuesday, on Wednesday, and so on and so forth until the next week. I'm gonna make an announcement on my Discord about all of that information, and you can quickly take a look over here in my Discord. We do have upcoming games, where I do try to update as soon as I get the information and put the games over here in per tournaments, and then I'm always gonna have this next stream followed up with an update whenever I'm gonna actually have the next stream going. Distribute the points. I did distribute the points. Thank you so much, sir, and for reminding me, and also good day to you. You're gonna have, I do hope you're gonna have a wonderful day. If you're coming up from YouTube, please If you like the content, throw this a thumbs up, and of course leave a comment down below. It does help me out quite a bit with the algorithm, and I do hope we're gonna see each other live on twitch.tv/OnSpotTV. I also wanna thank everybody for the follows, for the subs, and of course for all of your support here in the stream. It does help me out so much, and I do hope we're gonna see each other in the next streams, whenever that might be. I'm pretty sure, well, I'm hopeful it's gonna be on Tuesday, and we're gonna see each other then with the games we're gonna keep on going. With much pleasure, Linda, and have a good evening. Thank you also for moderating the game over there, much appreciated. Let's close this down, and let's see each other in the next one. Bye everybody.